Welcome to Wilfrem, Whispers of the Past. Featuring B as Stoat, the fighter.
Yeah, because you give them in the morning, then you give it at night, and it's like, good job, here's your coffee.
M as Reyna, the ranger.
Please don't scare me when I'm not prepared.
Splendor as Crag, the warlock.
Yeah, I can take plenty of hits, Fibbit. I wonder how many you can take.
Verbal as Compton, the wizard.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start this conversation with something that I know is improper, but it's killing me inside not to say it.
And our humble dungeon master, Grim.
Oh, no, not from me. But see that creature over there? And then you see like this big, large, limbering wolf. He's like, that guy would try and eat you. Go away, friend! And the wolf takes off into the woods.
So please, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hey y'all, it's us. We're having technical difficulties, but that's okay. Really, it's my fault as usual. It's always my fault. I asked Grim to do a thing, and then I broke it, and that's on my bad. But we're here. Hi, welcome everybody. Say hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Happy Sunday.
For those of you that were able to make it today, thank you for joining us on an off day. I know Sunday's not normal. To be honest, what's normal? We don't know. We definitely subscribe to the concept of normal. We just don't really stick to it very well. So, you know, the fact that you've made it here today at all, we're grateful for. We did add a new emote. If you want to use it, it's the ex-cons one. It's a work in progress, but I really like it. So feel free to spam the shit out of that. That's fine. Grim, would you like us to do the recap while you're working on your technical difficulty, or?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. I don't remember who's in charge of the recap this week.
I do.
Is it Crag?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sensual. Okay, everybody. Crag's going to talk to us for a while. So listen, it's going to be great.
Yeah, and I'm going to make sure it takes extra long so you're stuck with me for just a short eternity while Grim sorts out his business.
I was already
Will this
halfway
be a
there,
whispered?
and I'm all the way there now.
I'm not whispering. I
A
can't do
whispered
that.
review.
Good evening, everybody. I am in charge of the recap, which means that it's going to be bad and way too long, but that's what we're here for. Our last session began in the morning with our adventurers seeking passage up to Shaw Garden. It had already been decided previously that Crag and Stoat would accompany the cart via boat, and Compton and Reyna would take bird flight. So first, we procured passage for the boats, ending up on the Wave Breaker, helmed by Captain Tardak. Our dear adventurers, Crag and Stoat, then proceeded to lie about the magic items on their person, causing the boat to be attacked while crossing the bay, upsetting Tardak and killing one of his sailors. But we got through it. But let's go back a little as we join Compton and Reyna having a pleasant breakfast before taking their lovely bird flight, in which they discuss some of Compton's business, including a mysterious coin that seems to follow him everywhere he goes. Compton and Reyna secure passage via... Oh, and I didn't write this down because I'm a fucking idiot. Give me a second. Oh, I have this somewhere.
The bird's name is 4.
Oh, I remember the bird's name being 4. It's they secure passage via birds supplied by the Church of Old Darris. That's the thing I was looking for. For the kingly sum of 12 gold. Which is definitely what it always was. For sure. They're given 4 to ride on, who turns out to be a very stupid city owl as Reyna converses with him. We love him anyways. He is stupid, though.
He's a dumb boy.
But their passage goes without them being accosted, which is just so good for them. I'm so happy. And being that they traveled via bird, they arrived in Shaw Garden first at the secondary waypoint. Upon exiting and entering into the dock ward, they were accosted by a group of children, which Compton immediately adopted and took up to the coastal shelf as they led him on a tour of the area, pointing out important landmarks and businesses. They ended up securing rooms at the Unlucky Line, which is in the coastal shelf district of Shaw Garden. And over the course of that, Compton also got all the components he needed for his spells, and he wrote down, it was locate object, right?
Yes. Yes, it was locate object.
Now, chronologically rejoining our favorite adventurers, Stout and Crag.
Excuse me, what?
They got to be our favorites, otherwise what are we going through for, right?
This is the good part, guys.
We arrive in the bay of Shaw Garden, finding our way to the dock ward, where once our boat is docked, we are immediately assailed by the guards of this fine town, who immediately glom onto the fact that Crag looks a little weird. Crag taking offense to this makes what I will comfortably call a mistake in asking for a supervisor. And in doing that, he ends up acquiring a new piece of jewelry, a fancy bracelet provided by the guard that lets them know where he is at all times because of the sea and magics on it. Crag takes this in stride. Stout does not. After a very heated conversation, our favorite adventurers exit the boat and return to their cart, where upon entering the coastal shelf, they come to find their compatriots just having a wonderful time, drinking and reading and celebrating, and just in such stark contrast to the experience Crag and Stout had. They reconvene, gather themselves in the cart, and head back to the Unlucky Line, where we all go to sleep. And that is where the session ended. Did I miss anything? Nah, Swift, get fucked. Not even close to first.
You didn't miss anything. Okay, look, we're all the favorite adventurers, first and foremost. Second,
I am the favorite.
God damn it. We're not. Okay. Second, not only did Compton adopt those kids, he gave them far too much money.
Way too much money.
Way too much money.
Those
and then
kids are
told them
getting
to
into
start
trouble.
shit.
Yeah.
I figured that was implied in adoption, but yes, you gave them so much money.
So much money. Yeah, it was a time. We had a time. It was a good time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And that's where we're at. Grim, are you back?
Yeah. So, Resident Dice roll that D4.
You got it, Captain. That's a 2. Oh no.
So that would be Raina then next week, because normally that would be Craig, so that would be Raina right after that. Everybody, talk amongst yourselves for a quick second. I just got to reopen all my stuff. Everybody, do apologize. There will be no music tonight, as the way I do it has broken. So that's where I'm at.
We're all good with it. Everybody else is good with it. No frets, Grim. Talking amongst ourselves, though. Let's take a moment here. We're getting rid of these fucking horses.
Getting
right?
rid of one of the horses.
Okay, that's fine.
Both.
Yeah, okay, we got to keep horse with no name. Yeah. Right? Okay. But fucking,
or at least to substantially threaten, the other one.
He's been threatened multiple times.
That's true.
That motherfucker ain't gonna listen. He ain't learning.
Yeah, let's get another one.
He's out here cavorting. Is cavorting the right word? It's the word I'm using.
I don't know what you're going for, so yes.
Sure. I just
Yeah.
say that he is. What did you say last night, Splendor? You say I say scheming, plotting. He's plotting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck this horse. Well, don't though. But also get rid of
don't
the
do that.
horse. Yeah. Team get gone horse. Get good
Yep.
horse. Right.
I think it's our
Yes.
responsibility to rehabilitate the horse.
I think it also bears mentioning. I did reach out to Grim because I was like, we went straight to bed, but it was only like 9 o'clock. Compton stayed up and also copied over sending. So I have sending now.
Oh, great.
Hey.
And I don't know if you said this. I feel like you may have. We actually ended the very last moment was Durant reaching out, right? Did you say that?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Because
So we got to deal
we
with
had
that.
not, like, per the series of events, we have not gone to sleep yet. Completely, because the Durant
We
thing.
were going to sleep and then,
Yes.
yeah.
Sleep is swiftly approaching.
Stoda's big tired.
Oh, hell yeah. She's probably sleeping already. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Do you think this place is going to suck? I'm really worried about Shaw Garden.
That's
I
We'll
mean,
find out.
we had a great time, but your guys' situation makes me feel like the average is probably also shit.
Mhm.
Because the bad was pretty bad.
It depends on the average you're calculating, right?
Go on.
Are you talking about the human average?
Oh, yeah, then you're fucked, right?
The human average, probably solid.
Yeah, but we hang out with you.
Yeah,
Like, isn't that just like bad by association?
almost certainly.
I mean, I could imagine. I just can't wait for us to have a situation where I get to set something on fire because of their idiocy, right? Like, won't that be great, guys? Just to set
will
like a
be.
major establishment on fire in a major city with like real law.
Be
And then we'll be
so
like,
good.
fuck it and bye. We're going to cave now.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
dipping, y'all. You
Yeah.
know, we know big man with big magic. This is fine. Also, Orsik's our buddy. So where's Anvin? This is all good. Just sweep this under the rug. This is fine. We start playing that card, right? Where it's like diplomatic immunity.
Yeah.
Except we don't have that.
Yeah, but we do. It'll be fine. There's Grimmy Boy. Look at that. Look at that. Guys, I wish, folks at home, I wish you could see just the delightful face of this man. He's so pretty. I like his eyes. They're kind. Right? And then he looks at you and you're like, oh, there's an anger there.
Yeah.
Do you need more time? You're muted.
I've given up on it, so I got all my stuff that I need to have open.
Okay.
All right. So, everybody, end of last session, as the last final pen stroke and your test goes off for your sending spell, Compton, you hear a voice in your mind as you're just about to lay down in the cuddle puddle. You hear the old wispy voice of Durant Finn. And for the people at home who have not seen this man as of yet, I will bring him up on the screen just as a reminder. The elderly man who hired them all to start this quest looks like this, Durant Finn.
He's so cool.
His grumpy little face.
Hello, Shinwell has been informed to expect you within 5 days. Private quarters will be provided, and research materials on topics discussed will be gathered.
Shit. That was Shinwell, right?
Sinwell.
But that's he can't say that. But
No,
that's what
I'm
you
asking
respond,
you,
yeah.
Sinwell. That's not what I respond. Okay, so Conta's got 25 words. Dope. Okay. 25 words is not enough. Let's go with, oh, hot dog. How you doing? The woods were scary. Good to know. Shinwell's one word. Shinwell will be sought. Thanks for the rooms, Big Daddy Durant. Done.
Jesus. That's not catching on.
And as you know, as it works, you send out your message and you get no response. You lie down and you go to sleep. Everybody went straight to sleep, right? No, besides Compton, who was trying to finish off his notes. Everybody else, for the most part, found a nice sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figure. I hope so.
As long as no one's doing anything, you all find a very relaxing sleep. Everybody can have a long rest. Raina, though,
Okay.
in your meditative state, the fact that you're so close to a civilization, you're getting peaks of where that vision back in the forest, of where that flower sent you in sights. Once you seep back into that meditative state, you're able to make that mental palace of reliving that moment over and over and over of that rest, that 4 hours, just replaying the picture. And you get a little bit more details as you go through. The hooded figure, though still his face, his overall physique is kind of a blur. The surroundings around him, you see a cobblestone path here or there, but once again, mostly grass. But you do pick up that the houses are a bit more shambled than those you've been walking around in this district.
Okay.
But other than that, the rest of you all rise up to the nice smelling, fresh waft over your nose of just fresh fruits and nicely brewed coffee, the chattering and happiness of just general rumrousery of people just down below enjoying themselves. And off in the distance, you hear a large boom. And people are kind of like murmuring, going all around and running outside. And you hear all of a sudden this large booming voice, almost echoing by, Sorry, everyone. Once again, experiment has gone awry. The Stonewell School of Trades would like once again to apologize for any frightened by this happenings. Have a good day.
Out of character, so they could just announce everything to everybody in town.
You can tell, like it's like an echoing voice, just very where you all are. Just like you, Compton wouldn't even notice this, but Raina, you would pick up on this voice, just kind of like barely reaching where you all are at.
I like to think that when Compton went to sleep, right? He went to the bed, and I want to. There's Raina and there's Stoat. And Raina's probably in the middle of the bed, and Stoat's more towards the edge of the bed, but Stoat likes to be in the middle. And so I like to think that Compton kind of like tried to edge himself onto the small side, and throughout the night he's kind of like just half falling off the fucking bed just to try to make Stoat happy. Like he's like, this fucking sucks. Can't believe I gotta be on the fucking outside. This is fine. Okay, it'll be good. And so he wakes up just kind of like half at
roll me in acrobatics.
Oh god. This is why you're not creative, kids. Acrobatics? Oh, +1. Hey. Nat fucking 20 on an acrobat 21.
Oh yeah.
So you wake up and you've done this before with your kids, right? Like you're in the bed, and even though your bed at home is not large enough for 3 people, your kids like to get on and slowly they push you off. So you're doing that, like your arm and your leg are on the bed, but the majority of your body's hanging off. So you have that moment where you're waking up and you're about to do the tip over. You're like, nope. And you grab the bed, as you've instinctively done many of times, making sure that you don't flip off the bed.
Oh, that's great. Perfect. Ideal. Did Stoat sleep in this morning, you think?
Probably. If it's warm, she had a bit of a rough night. She didn't sleep. Yeah, she's sleeping in.
All right. I mean, he's going to do his best. If he ends up waking up before them, which could not be the case, right? Because Rain is always up. But he's going to do his best not to wake Stoat if Stoat is still sleeping when he gets up. like despite the noise, right? He's gonna get up slowly, put the pants on, get the coffee, go downstairs, get the coffee or whatever, and just try not to do much in the room if anybody else is still sleeping.
I think Raina would be up, and especially if with the noise, she would have gone to the window to see what was happening when the voice came.
As you will see, looking at the window, the message keeps repeating, and you see the small little gnomish man has this little wire that he puts in front of his mouth that he's cupping and walking through the streets. Sorry, once again, for anybody who'd be dismayed. This was just an accident. Once again, the Stonewell School of Trade apologizes, and he keeps going through. And even though it doesn't look like he's yelling, his voice is booming out in an echo.
I guess that must happen a lot.
I don't know. I mean, definitely something to look into, though. Want to go downstairs and get some breakfast?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Do we need to wake her up? She ain't been
No,
sleeping.
I'd let her sleep. Yeah, she didn't really sleep last night. Let her sleep.
All right. Not last? Okay. Just like tuck out the room. I'll know where Craig's room is, right?
You got both two of the private rooms, so his was pretty much right beside yours.
Right. I think as we're walking down the hall, I'll just like knock on it and be like, "Hey, you going down to breakfast?" And just not wait for a reply, but just to let him know where we're going if he's still in there. I don't think he is, but in case.
Yeah, he absolutely is.
Oh.
Because he only slept for 4 hours, Craig has spent the last, I'll say 2-ish hours just fucking with the bracelet. Like he knows that he can do this thing where he teleports, right? He knows that. So I think he spends a good bit of time just trying to move himself, but not the bracelet.
Mhm.
I assume that doesn't work, right?
And as you blink, you look down, still there attached to your wrist.
Yeah, of course. I think that he tries that a couple more times and then mechanically takes the rest needed to refresh.
Roll me a perception check whenever you use your Misty Step.
Oh, I don't like that. I do. That's the privacy of my own home.
You're never alone.
I mean, it's a really good roll, but I don't want it to be really good because this is bad. It's a 20 altogether.
With a 20, the first 1 or 2 times you don't notice, but then you finally look down on the third time, and it finally is kind of like clicking and looking at your eyes. The third time you do it, like the symbol on it, the reddish hue, glows just slightly after the spell is done.
Motherfucker. Okay, so seeing that, he's just gonna try an Eldritch Blast, like because he knows, he understands innately that Eldritch Blast is destructive but not forceful despite being force damage, right? So he just like shoots at his pillow, watching the bracelet, not even looking where he's shooting. Does it light up again?
Yep.
God damn it.
It's a fucking keylogger.
Right, I think that it's like right after that discovery that he hears Compton, and the door opens immediately and he's right there.
Oh.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Hi.
It is morning. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You all right?
Nope.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Actually, I think I might be able to demonstrate. And he claps his hands, watching the bracelet.
And you summon your mom?
No, I'm detect magicking.
That does not glow when you do that.
Okay, well now he is going to try and summon them all because he doesn't want to shoot magic in this fucking hallway.
Okay. Summon them all. does not glow.
Okay.
Yeah, we've
Never
seen
mind.
you do that, Craig.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just this lights up when I do a magic. Apparently, those two things aren't a magic.
Wait a second. But okay, so what magic did you do that it was going off for?
I did the shooty hands magic and the moving magic.
Well, do the shooty hands magic again. See if it goes off twice.
I can't do the shooty hand, and he will just turn back, holding his left hand like behind his back so they can see, and shoot the Eldritch Blast with his right hand at his bed again.
At your bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll my attack.
We're fucking up this end so bad.
Hit bed.
Okay, and roll your damage.
God, please be low. That's not low.
6, you see like the corner, like where the bed leg is, hits it directly, just like you see the bed go kind of tilted to the one side.
Hey, it's fine.
Well,
I'm
wait.
not worried about that. But did it light up?
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't see what's behind my back.
Yeah, it lit up.
Okay.
You shouldn't saw that, right? I fucked
No,
up my
I
bed.
do.
This
No,
is
I
why
see
don't wanna
that.
do
Compton's gonna
fine.
push past Crag into the room. Like he's gonna walk in there and he's gonna hunch down next to the bed. He's like, "Motherfucker, we gotta pay for this place. Like you can't just be blowing everything up. We gotta."
Oh yeah, no, I missed your fucking dual magic. Fuck you.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was gonna shoot the bed like out the window. There's plenty of opportunities. You could have
The
done
window
anything.
was closed.
You could have shot at me. I could take it. It'd have been fine.
Good move.
I'm gonna do mending on this and hope to fucking fix this.
Craig is going to walk over there and like lift up the bed so he can position the leg right and everything.
Yeah. So Craig, make me a strength, and then Compton do an Arcana for me.
Okay.
This is
Plus 11 on Arcana. Plus 11 on Arcana. No, this is great. Shut up. This is why I'm here. Okay, so 11 plus 5, 16. I rolled a 5.
I got a 17.
17. So together, you guys are doing all right. Craig, you're doing a good job holding it up. Compton, you're getting distracted because you love arcane shit, right?
Yeah.
So as you're like trying to mend this, you're kind of keep like doing that side eye glance to see if the bracelet glows while you guys are doing this. And like you mend the one section of it and you kind of like hoping maybe it'll glow, and you kind of like look away from what you're doing. And now the bedpost, it's fixed, but it has like a weird little twist to it now in the bottom. Because some of the pieces, when you mend them, put them back together, it doesn't look exactly like it initially was. But if maybe you like put the blanket over that end a little bit further, it won't be noticeable.
Fuck it. It's artisanal. It's not supposed to be uniform, right? Like it gives it that special. Now they can charge extra for this space. You know what I mean? Okay. But at least it's fixed and you don't got to sleep on a jank bed if we stays here again. Oh shit. By the way, Durant called. We'll wait for Stoke, but we got some free rooms if we want some.
Free rooms better
than paid rooms. Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Breakfast. I've been hungry, but I don't want to go down there.
Wait, you're hungry again?
Yeah, the last thing I ate was shit. It was just before we left Dunwich.
No, but I mean, like, no, we had dinner. Didn't we have dinner? We had dinner and drinks when we got.
Craig didn't have dinner. Craig drank and went to bed.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, man. We can't. A liquid diet's not enough for you, right? Okay. All right. Let's get some food. We could talk about the going-ons and whatnot. I got some plans for the day. Let's see what y'all want to do. I think we should wake up Stoat though.
I think Stoat would eventually wake up on her own the moment the warmth left the bed. So she was probably shortly behind you guys, looking for you after getting her stuff together.
All right.
Oh, so probably about as soon as you're done, like fixing that bedpost, Raina, you would see Stoat come out of your bedroom.
Yeah, I had to wait for her over. They Craig broke the bread and they're fixing it.
Oh, well, maybe he'll have to come in the snuggle puddle next time.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
Are you hungry? We're going to get some breakfast.
Yeah. I'm really hungry. She just looks at you guys in the room, doing whatever you're doing.
I think we're just bickering over the bed, getting ready to walk out, right? Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, and you'll see, like, as you guys are fixing the bed, Raina and Stowe in the hallway, you'll see a couple people, same thing. They're coming in out of their rooms. You see this younger couple, the ones holding, she's leading the way, holding his hand, saying, come on, there's a lot of events going on today. And then grabs him and leads him. He's like, I'm coming. He's like trying to put on his jacket. She's all excited, running him down the stairs. He's like half still trying to get dressed to start the day. Other people are just going around doing their business. It's just busy. Many people are just coming and going.
All right. Well, I think as soon as they're done with the bed, we'll all head downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Craig is at the very back of the group.
Is it
As if to present, like, look at all these normal people that hang around me.
he's so
we're all super normal, so
Craig is flat out stated, he's like, hey, maybe they can bring me food. I don't want to be seen down there, right? And like, you're acting weird.
It's like he didn't want to go down there alone is his thing.
Oh, okay. Compton's gonna probably drop to the back just with Craig, right? Like, not like he'll stay in front of him, Craig, because it's not gonna be that game of like, no, I'm the caboose, right? We're not doing that shit. But I'm gonna be back there. I'll be like, it's fine. This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine.
Yeah, dude, yeah, of course it's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about it so much. I just didn't want to go upsetting folks having their breakfast.
Fuck upsetting folks. That ain't your responsibility to worry about upsetting them. That's their problem.
Well, I think in so much as anyone can affect anyone else's emotions, it is their responsibility to not be, an ass about it.
Yeah, but being you wouldn't constitute being an ass, right? Like, unless being you was walking around setting people's hair on fire, that's something different. But this is just the way you look. That's not. You wouldn't expect somebody with one leg to have to hide that if it made somebody uncomfortable that they only had one leg, right?
Well, no, but this is different because I could just not be around. Kind of unsupervised. I guess that's a weird way to say it. But hey, since you mentioned it, I do agree that going around setting stuff on fire is a bad way to be.
No, I said specifically hair. I think setting other things on fire is a good way. We're not going to do this right now, Craig. Look, it's fine. Okay. I'm going to get me some coffee. Did Raina, you get a table? I'm look over. Do we have a table?
Yeah.
Is there no? Okay.
I'll grab us a table.
Easy enough. And as you're like walking around, you sit down. One of the many waiters or waitresses come over and start to just talk you up, generalize. How are you doing? Where are you from? Just getting a feel for you, being courteous.
I think Raina answers him in like one word.
All right.
One word answers.
Yeah, and then they'll just go through the menu, and they're like spelt porridge with a mug of ciders are special for this morning. Salted sausage with bitter cheese and a tankard of mead. A vegetable stew with a mug of bitter. All that. Most things here cost between 3 copper pieces to about 7 copper pieces, depending on the portion size.
I know you got a whole menu and whatnot, and it's probably not right to be ordering off a menu, but you got potatoes.
We'll look at you and go, sorry. No, not at the moment. We don't. Apologize. We could, if it's a special request, we could go down to the local farm. The local garden up in town, and we should be able to harvest something for later this evening. If that's a special request. Would cost a little more, of course, but we could definitely have it taken care of.
Compton's gonna be like, oh, okay. And he's gonna sit back in his seat and he's gonna manifest his quill in his book. And he's gonna lean back a little bit and he's gonna start writing. Oh, okay, so you don't have potatoes. Okay.
Roll me generalized charisma.
It's a secret shopper over here.
Nat fucking 20 plus. I love this. Plus 4, 24.
As you're like giving off this ood of like taking the notes and like kind of you're giving off a sense of not superiority, but you have like you're giving off the sense that you know what you're talking about, and like
I'll tell
exactly
you
the
what I'm
secret
trying
shopper
to give
vibe.
off.
Okay,
yeah, I'm trying to give off like I'm here to do a review,
Yeah.
and you
And
are not
that's-
meeting my expectations.
You got it, because that's what I was trying to get to, but you did it. And you see Alasim, the tiefling owner, with like the ginger beard, the reddish skin, the very coiffed look, but still kind of matches his work. Because walks, is everything okay over here? I apologize. Guilford is just sometimes he's a little new, but anything you have, any requests, I would be, of course, happy to fulfill.
Oh yeah, no. So I was just wondering because generally you've got your staple foods, the things that are always on shelf in the pantry. Maybe not on the menu for the meal, but you got them in stock. And so I was just looking for some morning potatoes, and you didn't have none.
Oh, he said we didn't. Of course. Like you said, it's a staple food. Why would we not? Why would we not have potatoes in the pantry? Looking at the gentleman, he goes, We'll have that right away. It wasn't, of course, on our menu, but I could see someone with such a refined palate. Of course, we want to show you the best, of course, and looks at all the rest of you. And of course, for all of you, any requests you have, we would, of course, like to fulfill. You're renting out the highest of our rooms, and extended stay. We wish to make you as happy as we can. He's like looking at your quill and paper.
I will start taking notes regarding what he's saying. It's like, oh.
And then you see like shoes off Guilford, and he pulls up his own book, and he like takes out his quill. And he's like, I'll make sure to write everything down that you require, and anything special you were looking for dinner this evening. I'll try and make sure it's on the menu. He looks at all of you.
Do you have any pumpkin?
Of course we have pumpkin. Of course. I just may not have any chopped up and ready. Right? Does it need to be ready at this moment? Is it for this evening? Pumpkin pie, pumpkin stew, pumpkin tea, pumpkin as a garnish.
Just like pumpkin as a pumpkin.
Pumpkin as a pumpkin, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Right this moment.
Any moment, it's actually delicious. You just sort of gotta carve it a bit.
But you want a pumpkin right at this very moment, is what you're saying, or were we looking for it later in the day?
I'll get it with the potatoes later today.
Later, of course, and he writes it down furiously.
Could you just make sure that there's something that ain't got meat in it tonight?
Oh yes, we have a vegetable stew that we always run because we know some of our patrons are not of the eating of the meat sort, so I was trying to have a nice vegetable medley and stew available.
And this porridge you got, that's just like oats, what you boil till they're mush, right? Nothing else in that.
Yes, with a nice cinnamon blend as well, and we put fresh raspberries on top.
Could I just get that with like too much sugar? And in fact, I want you to put on too much sugar and then put some more in it.
You want the sweet special? I could do that for sure.
I would also like this porridge, but no sugar for me, thank you.
Would you like the cinnamon though?
Yes.
All right, cinnamon with strawberries is the normal, and then we have the dessert special. Got it.
Compton's gonna go. Oh,
I
real
also
quick,
want berries,
vegetable. Well, hold on, real quick. You get the berries just to be sure. In this vegetable stew of yours, you're not using that beef stock, right? You got a whole different pot.
Of course, we use a completely different pot. That would be unfair to our customers, our patrons.
Okay.
Roll me a perception check. Whoever's paying attention to this guy.
I'm paying attention to this guy. This
Okay.
sleaze bag.
Modified 20.
Yeah. So for sure, Raina, like when they bring up about this pot with the stew and how you make sure that they always use a fresh pot, you see the waiter like Guilford beside him kind of like gives one of those wait what moments to him, and he just kind of like gives him a you shut up, you.
I'm so pleased with this interaction. Continue with your berries, Craig.
What other kinds of berries you got?
We have mulberries, blackberries, blueberries.
Peaches?
That's not a type of berry, but we could get peaches. I will warn you that they are, of course, the preserved kind right now because it is a spring season. Fresh harvest has not happened.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, and you're right. That's very observant of you. Peaches aren't berries. You got bananas?
Also not berries.
Don't you fucking look me in my eyes and tell me they aren't berries. I know they're berries.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. You're telling me right now bananas is berries?
I mean, my pa told me that. I'm pretty sure it's true. I believe him.
I do apologize. Bananas are not available
Berries.
right now. If you just came a couple more weeks, all from the more warmer regions of Wilfrem, we would have had our shipments come in, but sadly, we have not received any as of yet. I apologize so much.
I'm not bothered by that. I was just asking. I didn't even want bananas. I was just curious.
It does make sense you ain't got them, though.
Yeah, I don't want no berries. Just put some peaches on there. Thank you.
Of course. Is that instead of the raspberries or raspberries as well as the peaches?
Oh shit, I can do both. Do both.
Oh, of course. Is that all? I actually didn't get all of your orders. Just the two porridges.
Well, I was getting the potatoes for Stoke because Stoke love potatoes, right?
So the potatoes aren't for later, my dear. They're for now.
I'm ordering them right now for her. That's a different thing.
Yes,
Right.
of course. And you see he like leans over to Guilford, whispers in his ear, and Guilford starts running out the door.
Right. And then I just need like a pretty good sized hunk of bread with some butter and then as much black coffee as I can get.
If you could bring like a pot of coffee for the table, that would be great.
Of course.
Got apple juice.
We're breaking our fucking DM, y'all. I'm sorry.
Roll me an insight, Raina. Because you have a good passive.
Yeah. 9.
It's all right. So he, as you say, Johnny Apple, he's like, we can have some freshly squeezed, of course.
No, if you don't, hey, buddy. If you don't have it, that's fine. You can say no. I don't know about the rest of these people, but you can say no to me. That's okay.
We do not want to disappoint. If that is what your heart desires, we will make sure to obtain some for you.
My heart desires food and drink. I would prefer apple juice, but I don't need it. You just bring some water. That's fine. Bring me water.
I'll bring both. Both, of course.
No, just the water. Now, if you bring me apple juice, I'm going to be very upset.
No apple juice. I got of course.
This poor man. Stoke, did you want anything else besides potatoes?
I mean, if I can, no, I'll be good with potatoes.
Okay. How you want them cooked?
I want them cooked like Ophelia does them, not Luna Drim.
Okay, they're not going to
we don't
understand
want
that.
any.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
what
what
you got
I
to
don't know what that means.
no, what you got to do is you got to wedge the potatoes, right?
Okay.
And then you got
He's like furiously writing.
yeah, you got wedged potatoes and you got to parboil them so that they gets cooked inside, and then you got to deep fry them.
Okay, all right. What it's seasonings?
Oh shit!
The ones that make it
It had
tasty.
like
Yeah.
green flakes, black speckles,
Pepper.
Okay.
some other stuff.
All right, got it. Yes, we right away. Potatoes, the dessert special, the porridges, the standard porridge, coffee, of course, and are you, sir? Were you good with the potatoes as well, or
A hunk of bread with butter. Remember,
with the
just
butter? Yes,
you could just
of
rip
course.
the end off a loaf or something. That's fine.
Yes, no problem. A full loaf, easy enough.
And don't forget my peaches.
Peaches on top with the raspberry. Yes, of course, sir.
Were peaches good? I don't.
I'll
Are
bring
peaches
it.
good?
I'll just bring a glass, one of the peaches for you, so you could try many peaches. I'll put them in a little bowl on the side.
Oh, that's great.
Wonderful. Anything else?
What was your name again, sir?
Mlissim Galbod.
Lasim?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm going to write that down. That's a good name. I like it.
You may get it wrong. Lasym GALBOD. And once again, it's called The Unlucky. He leans into like where your book is, The Unlucky Line.
Right.
Open for all family and friendly needs. We're here to help and serve.
And look for Lasim Gumball. Got it.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
I write his name down correctly, by the way. Okay.
He just like hesitates there for a second, and if no one speaks to him, he'll scurry off. And Raina, you'll see like out of the corner of your eye, like the whole time he's been paying attention to you, you see another customer does the same thing and like pulls up a book with a quill and starts to write in their book, and he goes and he runs out back, and then as soon as he sees it, he's like lets out a big sigh and goes to the next table where a person with like a book and a quill is.
Oh guys, we found our new fucking scam. Okay. This is great.
Do you guys think that maybe we're too mean?
What? No, we're just having a good time. Look, we got our potatoes for Stoat. Stoat loves potatoes and a pumpkin. You're getting peaches.
I really want the pumpkin. I didn't think we could get it that easily.
See? It's fine. Although I do have to say, if I was writing, I'm going to lower my voice. If I was writing a real review, I'd have to say, he's wrong though, because peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man.
Yep.
In a factory.
In the factory downtown,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I've heard of it.
See? Okay. So he don't know what he talking about.
They aren't berries though, bananas. Those are.
And because from Stillwater, Peach is Pete in Stillwater, very well renowned, known, has a great canning factory for peaches. That's crazy. Why would this guy need peaches in season? Peaches Pete has them all year round.
All year round. Yes.
Peaches
Write
Pete.
it down.
We keep things peachy.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Man, Peaches
Man,
Pete
I
always
miss
had a
Pete.
good. You didn't remember when he would come outside and do them little fairs? You just let everybody try the peaches, and you get that cream, and you just sit there. You kind of a little bit of like one of them neighborhood block parties of sorts, right? Folks come out and play some fucking music. Oh shit, Deanne could go and play some music at Peaches Pete's little fairs. It could be good. Maybe Jesus will be
Does he
there.
have a piano?
Oh, we can find a piano. That's
The
fine.
famous Peaches Pete piano, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the famous song "Come On Down, Peaches Man." Play
Yeah.
your piano. Yeah.
Okay. So hey, y'all, look, check this out, right? I was thinking, I've got some stuff I got to do today, but I had an idea, right? Because what I need to do is boring as fuck, and I know this. I need to go over to a library of sorts and do a little bit of researching, and I kind of need to take Craig with me because. To be honest, he's big and scary looking. I'm sorry, Craig. I'm just being honest, right? I just need you there as kind of like a muscle of sort in case they start getting feisty with me. But I had a thought because I didn't want y'all to not be included and do nothing. There's a pet shop nearby. Well, maybe not super near, but in town that we was told about. You remember, Raina, them kids told us about pet shop?
Yeah, they told us about two. There was one like kind of close by, and then one up in the fancy part of town.
Right. So I was just thinking maybe if y'all wanted, Craig and I could go do the boring thing, and then y'all could maybe find us like a company pet or of sorts, and then Stoke could be in charge of it. Because I know, Stoke, you was so sad when we lost Banksy, even though he was an evil little creature, and you liked him so much. And so I was just thinking about it overnight, and it's like, what better way to make Stoke feel better at the loss of Banksy to the nefarious he who shall not be, talked about than getting a pet, right? Maybe like a ferret or something. A mongoose.
Oh, mongoose are vicious.
As is
We could
danger.
get 'em. Yeah, exactly. I also have been. I think that the vision from Madame Martel's flower, I think that's here somewhere, and I was kind of wanting to go around and poke about a bit.
Not to say that you shouldn't do that, but I did kind of happen to learn a spell last night that might help with that.
What spell?
It lets me locate objects if I know what they is.
Oh.
Within a certain like distance, right? So like if we go to a place that you knows this place that it might be, and then I cast a spell, there's the possibility at the time that if it's around, I'll just kind of like, remember when Crag ate that apple and he could just see the thing he was looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that, but just not as far. So I got to be in proximity to it, but it'd be helpful.
Yeah, we should definitely. I think it's going to be kind of in the lesser maintained part of town.
What does that mean? Like, I'm sorry, still what?
Do you think that might be the? She's looking at Craig. You remember the place that the guy in the boat was talking about, the small shore or the shallow shore?
Oh, sure. He said it like it was a shady place to be.
Oh, well, yeah, that kind of sounds like it. Last night when I was meditating on it, and I remember the buildings being quite a bit shabbier than the ones are around here.
All right.
Well, I would go with you, Raina, if that's okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got to bring Compton because he's got the thing.
Oh.
But maybe if you want to look at the pets, we could do that while they're at the library, and then we can meet up after lunch.
Well,
I'll
yeah.
be down for that.
We got a full day. We got a couple of days. Oh, shit. That's the other thing. So Durant called, right? And he told me we're supposed to look for an individual by the name of Sinwell. And I'm pretty sure that we're supposed to go to the Hall of Wonders or something like that. It's where them apprentice folks be at. I think that's where he is. But we're looking for a man by the name of Sinwell. And also, apparently, I'm going to lean in close. We got room and board covered for the duration of our time here. He doesn't expect us for 5 days, though. So if we wanted to lie low a bit, we could. But just so you know.
All right.
Right.
Well, I assume because you're going to the library with the book, right?
So we're gonna have this quick conversation. I need you to forget everything I'm doing with the book.
Yeah.
Right.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. We shouldn't go to Sinwell before you've got that figured out, right?
Yeah, well, yes, exactly. Don't worry, I've got that in hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
The plausible deniability is your best friend at this point. So my thought about it is we got a whole day and we got a whole mess of days. And so if we're looking at the day, my thought to this was I'm going to go to this here library. I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to take Craig with me. I know Craig's got things he's got to do. Craig, you don't got to stay the whole time, right? And then go ahead.
I don't, but okay.
Okay, if you want to stay, you're always welcome, right? I love having a man. MJ used to keep me company in the stacks. It was a delight. So, my thought about it is this: I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna do a little bit of a thing, and then I'm also gonna offer my services for maybe some compensation and some access to some books because there's some research I got to do while we's here. So I figure I'm gonna be there for a couple hours, and then when the day kind of rounds out near time supper, we'll link back up, and then we could do the locate object thing for you, right? But then still, and if you don't want to do this is fine. But I've been thinking about it a lot. Do you want to maybe take a little bit of time and try to learn some magic?
She looks at Craig's wrist, back at you. What kind of magic?
Well, nothing crazy, right? Because you got to start somewhere. But you know how I can make fire, and then I'll prestidigitation and just kind of like ignite a little bit of fire on my fingertips, and then just put it out. You know how I can like change its color and whatnot.
Yeah, I like that one.
And then maybe show you how to make a little bit of light too. Different,
Okay.
Not hot, but just like bright. Because I know you don't like the dark so much.
I like that one too.
Yeah. You could just think about it. My thought was, though, we got a bunch of downtime, and I don't mind spending a couple hours a day just working with you on it, if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll give it a try.
Yeah. So that's my plan for the day. Y'all know what I need to do. Y'all got plans you need to figure out.
No. I mean, Stout, do you want to go to the library or do you want to go to the pet store or what do you want to do? I'm not.
Well, I want to go to the pet store. No, I kind of want to explore the town a little bit. Get to know it a bit more. I mean, we're here for how long again?
Like 12 days, roughly, give or take.
Still deeply sighs. Yeah, I would want to know more about the town.
So I'll come along with you then.
Sounds good, Rena.
Whole time you guys have been having these conversations, has anybody been paying attention to like the crowd or anything like that?
Craig is constantly looking around.
Okay, roll me a perception
For
check.
obvious reasons.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20 for 25 altogether.
All
I'm
right,
so
so
glad I'm wasting these good rolls on useless bullshit.
That's the best
So
time to
you
use them.
hear a lot of stuff going on around you. People are talking about the events that are going around. Couple of things that are going to be catching your eyes, or your ears. First off, the tavern owner will hand a small little package, like probably a very small square package, no bigger than the size of someone's palm, kind of like folded up to someone. The person will like have a big smile on their face, and he kind of does it like that slide little like handshake type thing and gives them a big smile as well. You'll see two of the Black Gauntlets are going to come in, and then they're sitting down having breakfast. You'll hear them kind of murmuring on that, and they'll say another person's gone missing recently. They'll say this is the sixth person. Another thing you'll hear the Black Gauntlets talking about, and one of the dock workers, you see like a couple of dock workers talking about 2 days ago, one of the warehouses got burned down, and they couldn't figure out who did it, but it's been being swept under the rug. They think someone paid off the guards as to why it got burned down, and no one's looking into it. A couple of the goers, you'll see these people who are a little more well-adjusted, like with armor and everything, are talking about events. One of them, they're talking about, the big one is up in the Clifftop district in the park. That's supposed to be happening in about 3 days, is the hunt, which kind of like talking to them, they're just getting everything ready. The other one you're talking about, you see people a little bit more well-dressed in how to do. They are talking about the auction that's supposed to be happening in about a week.
Right, good to know.
I take it like during all this time, food's been delivered, all that stuff has happened, or is this
Oh yeah.
whole conversation?
While you've been having this conversation, if you guys didn't have to interact with them, he is just going to be dropping off your food, generalize, just checking to make sure everybody's pleased with it, and then go along their way.
Compton will periodically, right? And if periodically he'll just again manifest quill book and then make notes as he's like, oh, I'm eating this. I'll just write something down in the book for your information. It's more stuff like, I wonder if his name really is Gumbo. It's just shit like that. Like not a thing that he's writing down is significant whatsoever, but he's writing at the right times.
All right. Yeah, and unless anybody has anything else, it's easy enough. The food, you'll right off the bat, these potatoes, though good, are nowhere on the scale of what they were in comparison. But they're all right. They're very hot because you got them nice and fresh. Probably this is the only order because you don't see any other potatoes going to tables. But they're passable.
Not Luna Drim stuff. Like they're cooked well.
They're cooked well. Like they're not cold in the middle, hot on the outside. They have actual flavor to them, but they just they're not as good as what the others were.
Okay. Still wouldn't say anything. She's hungry.
Oh, you won't say anything?
Oh, well, they're not like they didn't make it like Ophelia.
Oh, they did. Potatoes are not like Ophelia's potatoes. All right. Putting that in the book, though, because we do need to know.
right? Okay. Compton's effectively done. He's eaten some bread, like, and he's that fucking guy, right? Like, he's not eating all of the bread. He's taking a couple bites of it, just leaving it on the fucking plate, mostly draining a pot of coffee, right? And I'm just gonna kind of look over to Crag and wait for him to be ready. If he's eating and doing stuff, I'm not going to interrupt his meal. I want this man to relax. We've had a busy couple of days, but once Crag's ready, Compton's ready to fucking kick rocks.
Well,
Craig
one
eats
more-
very
just really quick, one more thing. Every now and again, Stout will try to sneakily put a potato in her scarf, her hood.
In front of our folks?
Yeah, so that's my question. Is everybody about their business or like because just wondering it's gonna be sleight of hand? Yeah, it's sleight of hand.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if no one's paying attention to Stoat, I will give her advantage. If everybody's kind of like aware, Craig I say is aware of his surroundings. So yeah, just roll it normal.
Well, Craig is looking everywhere but the table.
Okay,
Like,
then
he's not worried about the folks at the table. They're chill. He knows that.
all right, then roll it with advantage.
Yeah.
Unless Rain is looking.
No, I think that if Raina caught wind of some sort of hunt, she wanted to listen about that.
That was 25.
Easy enough. You'll see like Banksy just as you're like doing a yawn. You're like once again you're doing what he taught you. Like your one hand is moving around a lot, doing the stretch, and then you just slowly slide that one. How many do you put in there?
Probably about 3 tops.
All right, and you feel that little nuzzle on the back of your neck.
I'm gonna get you a friend. She whispers.
All right.
No, Stoat, you are my friend.
Actually, Raina, what kind of animal do you like?
Like any kind. I prefer one that is choosing to be there.
Are you gonna talk to all of them?
Maybe.
All of them. Pet store's got a lot of animals, y'all. Maybe talk to the ones that are top contenders. Know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Judge them by their looks first and then figure out their personalities.
Judge them by the looks first,
Yeah.
then personnel. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Oh, Stoat, you'd be fun at a bar. Craig, you ready to go?
Oh.
Shit, yeah. All right. Okay. I imagine Compton's probably sitting between Raina and Crag, right? He's just gonna kind of reach his hand over under the table and like squeeze Raina's hand just a little bit, just like the little boop, and then stand up and go, all right, okay, well, we're gonna go. Y'all have fun. If you need anything, I guess holler. Just start some shit with the guard. We'll hear about it. Yeah. And then let's meet up back here at shit. Well, maybe like 4 p.m., 5 o'clock.
All right.
And then we'll go do your looking. All right. Okay. Sound good.
So who is the first to head out?
I think I'm going to let Crag lead because as we're walking out the door, Compton's trying to catch the attention of the guy. Right? At the table. And I'm just going to like wave him. I'll be like, and I'm going to pat my stomach and then do an okay symbol. But then I'm going to like gesture to where Stoat's potatoes are and then do the meh.
You'll see the face like brighten up, and then as soon as it brightens up, it's just like, oh, like that little damn it.
And then I'll follow Crag outside.
So entering into the city streets. Once again, it's daytime. It reminds you once again of Stillwater. the streets are bustling. People are just having conversations. People are going about their day. Everybody seems to have a purpose in where they're going or what they're doing. And even those who aren't just walking around, they're having joyous conversations. You see all sorts of banners throughout the streets. You see merchants trying to get your attention. Even though this isn't like a shopping district, there are still people trying to get your attention left and right. Just once again, you're back in that city lifestyle of just people everywhere, something always going on around every corner. Craig, you'll see once or twice, because you have like the good passive perception, you'll see someone bump into someone and slowly just pick their pocket and keep moving along their way. Just the general, there's the good and the bad of very large cities. There's always people who are trying to get a quick buck, others who are just trying to go about their lives. Maybe because the festival season, maybe it's just a lot of you haven't been this far north. It may just be this region, but you see a menagerie of all different types of races just walking around, just all around in the streets.
I mean, I know the others probably don't feel like this, but this kind of feels a little bit like home, right? This feels good.
I mean, yeah, seeing all the folks around everything, yes. The rest of it's kind of, I could take it or leave it.
Yeah, no, look, that's the problem we got to deal with. I'm not for that, right?
Not really, though.
Okay, fine. I'm not going to start nothing if you don't want to start nothing, but I'm going to tell you right now, that shit happened in front of me. I ain't going to hold my tongue about it, right?
I'm not asking you to hold your tongue. I'm asking you to hold your flaming hands.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that shit. Oh, fuck, I forgot I got that cool glove. We got to check out that glove later. By the way, flaming hands. Just please remind me, because I keep forgetting. Okay, so you know what we's gonna go do, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go fulfill your obligation to Lady Silverhorn.
Yeah. Okay. Now, and Compton's gonna start looking around. He would have asked the kids when we were getting our little tour where this location is. And in my notes, what I wrote down was Slur asks Compton to take the books to her contacts in Shaw Garden, but I don't remember where that location is. What?
She did inform you. Yeah, she did inform you. The Church of Existential Knowledge is the one that she told you was in Shaw Garden.
Okay, so I would have asked the kids where the Church of Existential Knowledge was.
Yeah. They would have informed you that it was in the Clifftop district across the bay. Very, very hard to miss. If you ask anybody around there, they'll be very easy to guide you. It is actually encompassed by stone walls. They would have informed you.
And by chance, she said her contacts. Did I get a contact that's going to help me get into this?
Yeah, she gave you a name as well.
Okay.
Let me open that right here. Joyce and Norway.
Joyce?
Yeah, I got the name right here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For the folks at home, Grim is getting good about giving me names because I don't remember them. Norway. Oh, that's a dope way to spell that. I like that. Okay, cool. All right, so we need to go to the Church of Existential Knowledge, and it's over there in that. Okay, we got to walk. Now, here's the thing. This is where them uppity folk live, right? The real rich type.
Yeah.
I got a name, though, so maybe that's going to help, grease some of them wheels. So let's figure this out. And then just start, walking in that direction, I suppose.
Well, you don't think they're going to take a look at the two of us and just be like, oh, yeah, you belong here?
I mean, look, they might. They should. I didn't even think about it. I still look like trash.
Well,
do you think I look
like trash?
No, you look great always. Why you do this to yourself?
He gestures to the multiple burn spots on his robes.
Oh, that's true. Do you even need to wear those no more?
I mean, I don't. I need to wear them as much as anybody needs to wear any clothes, I guess.
Oh,
I mean, I got pants on, but I'm not walking around without a shirt.
I mean, you could, though. You got that physique for it.
I'm not going to. I look like this already. I don't need to be looking more like this.
Sun's out, guns out, baby.
And so for both of you, your clothes you have on now have seen sometimes
Okay.
Even though Compton's been mending up his clothes, they are not as fluid as they were. You can definitely start to see where the spots have been. He's not a very perceptive person, so even though he's been prestidigitation the best he can, there's those spots where if you're looking, they're all clean. But that one spot where you're not really paying attention to, you see those little blood stains on there or that little burn mark on there. You can definitely tell you guys have been through the ringer.
Okay, I have an idea. And
Right.
feel free to tell me if this is stupid. We look like shit.
Okay.
And I think that a name would help, but at a certain point, we could possibly look so bad that no name we could give would help us.
Fair. No,
So-
that makes sense.
Why don't we just quick little side adventure, get some new fucking clothes, because I need to get new clothes anyways.
Yeah, but then I feel bad because maybe the girls want clothes too. You know what? Guys date. It's fine. They'll get them. They're going
but
to go
also,
shopping
like,
too.
we can just get today clothes, because what I need is probably going to take a bit, so I just need today clothes. You know?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
This is a stopgap. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. And Compton's gonna look around real quick. Would we know anywhere where we could step in and grab something?
You do know that you are near a trade school. So finding someone who makes clothes would be, because you're right here, and the trade school, well, actually, I can pull you up back on the map. You're right there,
Right.
and the trade school is over here, and they informed you that though they are not the best of shops, there are people who are working on their everyday stuff. If you want to go into the shopping district in this part of the town, you were informed by the kids, you'd have to go back here.
Nah, fuck that. I'll take trade school. I'm going to the barber's college at this point. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Easy
We just need
enough.
clothes that don't look like we got them out of a dumpster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy-
Clean
easy.
and fitting.
Yeah. Easy enough. You go to one of the shops. You can see that this is a shop within a shop within a shop. There's about 2 or 3 artisans who are all practicing their own wares, because it's 4 or 5 journeymen have all kind of got in the shop, and they're all doing different things. One guy's a leather worker. The other guy is selling clothes. The other guy is making, fabrics, is just making fabrics and everything like that. A gentleman you meet, Leo Roundtree, he just looks at all of you. Yes. New clothes for you just every day. Easy enough. I'm sorry, sir. Looks over at Craig. For you, all I can offer in that size of torso is like a jacket that would work like a shirt on you, because you're quite tall.
Yeah, I mean, sure, whatever works, man. I don't. Do you have a place where I could put in a commission for something? What's the word for clothes that's made for you?
Bespoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, a custom order, of course. And he's super elated by the idea of doing custom work.
Very cool. So you go get me that, and I'm gonna leave you.
Like he gestures to his robes.
Because I want something that's exactly like this, but not all shot to shit.
Oh, of course. We could do, if you're all right, leave those with me. I'll get your measurement, and I can use them as my reference.
That sounds perfect. Thank you.
So for just your normal, everyday, standard traveler clothes, if you guys aren't looking to be too gussied up, it's going to cost you about 2 gold pieces each. The custom commission is going to cost you 15 gold pieces.
All right. He does want to commission 2 sets of robes. One with sleeves, one without.
Okay, we'll say 25, because he's going to give you a deal, because you're doing both.
Compton is going to shoo this man away when he starts to try to take measurements. And he's going to reach into his bag and pull out his own fucking measuring tape from his mama. And he will measure Crag for him. Because I don't trust this fucking artisan to do this journeyman. He's measure twice, cut once. You know what I mean? And I'm going to take Crag's measurements and note them down and then hand the man a fucking piece of parchment.
As he's doing that, Craig is, lifting his arms and all that.
I had in my bags. Maisie took my measurements before I left.
Oh shit!
I thought about bringing them, but it wouldn't have made much sense, huh?
Yeah, but we could see how different it is now.
Yeah, I mean they're in there because I wasn't supposed to that we, and he like looks at the guy who's still there. We're not having this conversation here.
Right. No,
But,
no, no.
Yeah, I'd just like to have them.
Yeah. So Compton will make a duplicate just so that way Crag has what his measurements are today, and then he'll give the man his measurements.
Yeah, and Compton won't notice, but Craig, you would notice. This guy, he's very happy to have the business, but when he got shooed away to do measurement, which is literally his living, he was kind of a little like, does that little like ticking noise in his mouth because he's a little annoyed.
We just like to keep stuff kind of in-house, you know. It's like nobody knows me quite as well as this man here. And as he's measuring him, he will just put a hand on Compton's head. He's a good fella. He's real observant.
Yes, of course. So while these two are on a shopping adventure, Stoat and Reyna.
So, you ready to go, Arena?
Em, you're muted.
I was muted this whole time. I was yes, I'm ready to go. But first, Rena would like to go and talk to those people who were talking about the hunt. Oh, goodbye. Guess I'm not talking to them.
Easy enough to go over to them and talk about the hunt.
Okay. What is this I hear about a hunt?
Kind of both give you a look up and down. You're still in your adventurer's gear, so they kind of give you that look of like camaraderie for a second, because they're both, you can tell, are travelers, not city folk, with like their clothing on. The one male, larger build, has like a big axe kind of sheathed right now, sitting at the table. He kind of looks at you. Yeah. You see, it's kind of an event they hold in the Grand Park. It's ran by the Adventurers Guild, looking for, talent or people who are looking to join. The Huntsman Guild also is a part of it. It's a way of seeing anybody and trying to find new recruits. But, I'm not really caring for that. But prize pool, top prize, 75 gold pieces. They said 3 beasts throughout the park. And anybody who can track them down, catch them, bring them back. Well, depending on they have 3 tiers usually. The biggest beast, the smallest beast. The one who finds the smallest beast is the one that gets the grand prize.
Huh. Well, that's intriguing. When is this?
About 3 days from now, about midday.
All right, well, perhaps I'll see you there.
Oh, yeah, you'll see me there. But don't think you're going to be walking away with first prize. And he looks between him and his companion. That's going to be us.
Okay. Good day.
Give you a friendly nod and go back to their breakfast.
All right, Stout, do you want to head out to the pet store?
Yeah. Are you gonna do that, you think?
I want to. It sounds fun.
Yeah. Are you supposed to like kill the beast or just catch it?
Well, they said catch it, but I don't know. I assume we'll find out more about the rules there.
Okay, if you want. Do you know where that is? I don't really know the town.
Would those children have told us, Grim, where that is?
They would have told you some of the festival activities going on. Yeah, if you're looking for the Grand Park, it's in the Clifftop District.
Okay. I know generally where it is.
Okay.
Why, do you want to do it too? We could be a team.
Yeah. Oh, can we? That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Do you know how big a team could be, or can it be more than us too? Could everyone join us?
I don't know. I mean, those two said that they were going to be together, so.
Hmm. Oh. I mean, I just think that'd be really cool. I like.
That would be really cool. I don't know how good Compton would be at hunting.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I trust you to hunt with me. I don't know.
I don't think he could be like, like, I think he'd stand out in a tree line.
Yeah, he'd get excited about stuff.
Yeah.
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 All right. I also know, Grim, where these pet stores are, right?
You don't know exactly where that's going to be, but you did hear that if you were looking to like purchase a domesticated pet, they did say last night that is in the cliff top, because just normal everyday pets, that's kind of a luxury. But beasts of burden, they do have stables in this district that will sell beasts of burden.
Okay. So I think that we have to go up to the fancy part of town to get a pet.
Okay.
Unless we want to look for like horses, other horses and stuff. And then that would be down here.
Where are we right now? Are we just leaving the inn?
I would say that you're probably about here on the map because you've just been walking. Just for sake of you guys timing stuff out, you would kind of rein up just because you have very high survival skills, and Compton because you're a very intelligent fellow. Each one of these squares you see on the map is 2 minutes of walking.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hey, Arena, can we stop at the cart really quick?
Yeah.
I just want to. Yeah. Okay. So I'd like to stop at the carts just to check on our animals.
And that's actually funny because the stable's right there.
Okay,
So
perfect.
you're literally, I want to stop, and you look, and that's probably why it came into your mind. You can
No.
see the stables where you stopped just right off the corner of your eye.
Is there anybody in the stables?
Yep, you see that there is a portly gentleman, just wearing the standard garb, nice trousers. Well, not nice trousers, but working trousers. Has like a full apron on, wearing just kind of like this strawish type hat, just kind of whistling as he works.
Stoat's just. There's more people in here than Stoat wanted, so she's, instead of doing what she had planned, she's gonna said just go check the cart and then leave.
Okay.
Sorry. Rena, there's something I kind of want to show you later,
Okay.
but I don't think the others will understand.
Oh.
And there's
Yeah,
someone I
sure.
kind of wonder if you can like maybe talk to them.
The horses?
She shakes her head, looking kind of guilty.
All right. Yeah, whenever. You can talk to me whenever.
Okay. Do you think, like, what kind of animals get along with mice?
Stoat.
Yeah?
With mice?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, for when I have a pet mouse.
Oh, well, probably nothing that would eat a mouse then, like, so that's no mongoose for us.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, and we can see what they have when we get there. No cats. No.
Cats.
Yeah,
No owls?
no owls, for sure.
Aw.
Although, if you had a pet mouse, then the owl might not bother with it because
Okay.
it wouldn't be as good of a
Like
hunt.
they could learn to like live together, right? Imagine we're walking now towards the pet store.
Yeah, I think so. And I could always talk to them if they're reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of pet did you want? No, we're just gonna look and find. Okay, no, Compton said it's by the looks and then personality.
Yeah, but maybe we want to do personality then looks.
Yeah, because I
Just
think
because
that's.
we have to live with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, okay. And that's kind of more of what Craig said.
Yeah.
You shouldn't judge. Yeah, okay, all right. I'm ready.
So for both of you, because it's going to be about the same interaction as you both go across, you see these two giant bridges in front of you that expand from where you are currently on the cliff top, on the coastal shelf, up to the cliff top. Both bridges just span, rising up over the bay to the other side, and you see this large garrison in the middle of these two bridges and two waypoints in front of both the bridges. What may catch everybody's eye is on the right bridge. You see almost all of them are completely carts going in that direction. And on the left bridge seem to be more people by themselves walking that way. When you approach, the guards would ask you if you are merchants or you have your work pass.
Neither.
Then they would direct you to the left-handed bridge and require that each of you, when you enter, it will be 1 silver piece to enter into the Clifftop district.
All right, Raina will pay it.
Easy enough. They'll nod at you. You see that there are many guards in this area. Most of them are directed towards the right-handed bridge, checking carts, everything like that. It seems they're checking for work passes. And you'll see even along the bridge, there are merchants. Though this bridge here is split into two, the people who are going over into the clifftop, and then the other side is the people who are coming from the clifftop. And along the sides of the bridge, there are little stalls set up. On this bridge, people are yelling their wares, trying to sell silks, fabrics, everything like that as you walk past over to the clifftop district. And here you see the buildings are more well built, more marbles, stonework, less woodwork. Instead of like 2 stories and the rare 3 stories, you see many of them that are 3 stories, 4 stories tall in this area, all and more well spaced out instead of on top of each other. And you're looking forward to get yourself to the pet store?
Yep.
Roll me just a general either charisma or perception check to see how long it takes you to get information.
19.
Very quickly. The people up here, 1 or 2 people kind of like avoid you because once again, you as well have been run through the ringer. So, more the howdy do people kind of walk past you, but you see another person who is traveling the bridge behind you. You get their attention pretty quickly and they will inform you that the best one they could recommend is the Mandalis Menagerie. And that is up in the shopping ward near the Mithril Star Casino.
All right, thank you.
That's going to take you about 45 minutes to get there from the bridge.
Okay. All right, we'll start walking there.
Yep. You will see that the Mandalis Menagerie is this very large building. You see that there is an offshoot side building with kind of like a slanted roof, not as well reinforced as the main building, but you can like hear all sorts of growls and neighs and the such coming from this side building. But the inside, you see this nice oaken door and 2 bay windows, and you can see on the side it's very well put together. There are pets in the windows, like little small hamsters. You see a mongoose in one of the windows as well. They're all kind of put on display, and just a very well-mean opening look. And you see walking out, you see this little girl holding this little tiny bird in a cage, and she's just like running and skipping and thanking her mom and just elated. And you can hear a nice little voice of a younger girl inside. It's like, I hope you enjoy it. And as you all leave. And before we go into the menagerie, we'll go back to the other two.
Compton's not going to put it in an order for clothes here. He's just going to get effectively something that looks like he could work in a library in, right? Like a nicer shirt, something that's clean and probably just plain color, flat. A pair of pants, a simple coat.
Looking for something a little more upper scale, like not
little
fine,
bit. So the impression to give away now is that I've got enough money to be where I'm supposed to be, but I'm also lower than all of you rich people because I'm a servant of the people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking
we'll
about?
bump it up to 4 gold pieces instead of 2. Easy enough.
Okay. He keeps his boots though because these are Stillwater boots, and you don't ever get rid of a pair of Stillwater boots. Right. Okay. So, and so he's good. You know, he's ready to go. And Crag, you've made your order. It's already in.
Yes, and he gets what is given to him. As far as
your
clothes for
custom,
right now goes.
yeah. Let's say your custom order is not going to be done for. He's going to ask you for you to pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, the shirt that you have, he kind of gives you a very light jacket and then an overcoat, and those kind of look like shirts upon you. Your pants, he gives you he gives you a very big pair of boots, like those thigh high boots almost, not thigh high, calf high boots to hide that the pants are very short upon you.
Very good. I think just because it's like, fuck it, I'm wearing these new clothes. I kind of hate them, but let's try something new. Shirt and like the shirt / jacket and coat just open. Bare chest because he's not wearing his armor because he's a man about town.
Very nice.
Hell yeah.
And the biggest thing you two will notice, because you're from Stillwater, the fabrics here are a lot heavier.
Okay.
While with Stillwater is mostly warm all year round, being where it is, these are very dense fabrics. You can definitely tell, being more towards the northern region, they expect the cold winters, the still cold spring times, and right now the fabric he has on and the clothes he has available are much more heavy than you're used to.
All right. Hey, Craig, remind me before we leave, I do need to put a custom order in too. I just didn't want to waste time. I mean, not that you needed to. Mine's, I don't know what I want yet. That's more the point, right? And I didn't want to.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm a simple man. I don't need a ton.
I've been thinking I need to get, like, you know how I always got my vest and my nice suit? I'm thinking maybe I should start incorporating some leather in that because it's a little bit more durable. We're out here now, so.
We are out here, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this, by the way, is this anything? And he just like gestures to what he's wearing.
I mean,
I don't like it. I mean, I need clothes on, but I much prefer the robes.
Compton stops and looks at him. He's like, okay, so wait a second. I do need to check, right? Because I don't know what it is specifically you're asking for. Are you asking me if it looks okay, or are you asking me if it, looks okay? Because I'm going to let you know, Craig, it looks good. You look nice.
Hey, that's all I need to hear.
Hell yeah.
As he says
stand
that,
up a little straighter.
As you stand up a little straighter, and like you were doing that twirl, like keeping the jacket open, as soon as he says that, you kind of like do a look around and you'll see like the leather worker and the apprentice kind of like are staring at you for a second. And both of them are kind of doing that like, ooh, we're distracted. And then we should get back to work.
They get a pair of finger guns.
Oh shit. Compton will fucking nudge you, like push you, be like, I can't take you drinking with me no more. You're gonna be doing that shit. I can't have that.
This is stupid. I was so dead set on having a bad time wearing this, but fucking look at me.
Look at you. You're just, oh man, you're a man about town. Just delightful. I love it.
Also, the coat that he's wearing, is it long enough to obscure that bracelet?
Yes.
Excellent. Sick. Cool. Great.
All right. So.
Well, I don't need nothing else. I'm good to go. You know where we're going. I don't.
Yeah. No, I do. When we approach the bridges, you know how you had already described left and right side. Would
yes,
we,
100%.
Being from a place like this, we know where the worker side is, right? Like we can pick that up.
Well, Craig is very
just by
perceptive.
looking at the crowd.
Just like with Reyna. Reyna is very perceptive and can see it. Like these people are holding up parchment papers and like little work visas, kind of, that would go across the way.
And the other, like the people going on the other side, are not like showing papers. Right?
No, they're just paying the toll and going through.
Okay,
you can definitely, like, the people who have the papers are not paying a toll.
Yeah, he would just nudge Compton over like, we don't got papers.
Not yet. And Compton
Well,
starts
no.
walking towards the paper line.
Okay, hey, buddy, hey, friend. This is the way we go.
I'm paying for my first day of work, Craig.
Well, that's fine. I'm not working, so I'm just.
You
gonna
are
roll on
working
through.
because you're working from. What's the worst it could do? Let's find out.
What is the worst they could do?
Fuck.
Greg?
You can
fuck it.
like.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's have paper line it is. Let's go.
Thank you.
He
So
will
as you
join
approach
Compton in the paper line.
So as you approach the paper line, you see there's probably about 4 or 5 guards on. 2 of them are checking the wagon in front of you. And you see another gentleman. Yes, good day. Your work papers for today?
Yeah, no. So, sir, I actually don't have the work papers yet. We just got into
then
town
you go
last
over to
night.
that line over there.
Yeah, so no, hold on a second.
All right.
I just got into town last night, right? And
That's
I'm
cool.
here on special order by Silver Hoyne. I'm supposed to be meeting with Joyce Norway, working over there at the Church of Eternal Knowledge. So, how else am I supposed to get up there to obtain my work papers from my employer if you're going to hold me up at the fucking gate? And if I do need to escalate,
you go over to the left side.
Oh, you
and
want me to
then
pay to go to my first day of employment?
That's the form that you had to pay, and they'll reimburse you, and then they'll get you your work papers. Have a good day. And he goes back to the next cart, waves it down.
How busy are these motherfuckers?
They're like as he waves you down, you see another cart pulls up right beside you and kind of like
No, so
trying to nudge you out
they're
of the way.
pretty like. Look, Compton's really contemplating using the move the kids taught him. The kids taught us how to get past these customs fucks and just kind of like walk in. Are these guys? No, I'm asking how. Like, are they? I'm paying attention to the guys in front of me. Busy?
You're getting 2 layers of it because of the people who are checking the wagons in front. He's the initial, so you're gonna have the initial. And
there's a second. We're not gonna be able to pull the fucking move. Okay, Compton's not that stupid. Fuck, this is so. I fucking hate capitalism, Craig. As we're trudging our way across, this is bullshit. We're just trying to get in there and do our fucking labor. They're trying to nickel and dime us every cent of the way. Hey, you need a piece of paper to fucking work here. Guess what? You got to pay for it first. Can't even do it because you ain't got no job. Hey, fucking keeping the poor. That's what that is.
No, I get what you mean, but I stand by that. I'm not going to work nowhere. If anything, you're my employer because you want me here as your go-to monster man, and that's not like you should be giving me papers. I think in this case, you're the one that's keeping me down.
Shit, do you want me to? Compton will stop in the middle of the fucking street and pull a piece of paper out. What do you
No,
want me to
I don't
put
want
on
you
me?
to give me papers. That was a joke. Please, God, let's just go. I don't want to cause some fucking trouble with these people.
I was concerned. You said I called you a monster man, and then I was holding you down. I started feeling real bad inside.
Nah, it's fine. Those were all jokes. I do jokes now. That's the thing I do.
And you look handsome as fuck. You always looked handsome, but now you're showing it off. So that's nice.
Look at me. I'm just got it all, right?
So as you pay your toll,
yeah,
you cross the bridge. Easy enough. Roll me either charisma or perception to find out where you're going.
Do you want to do that, or do you want me to do that?
Oh, that's all Compton.
Okay. Charisma, just general charisma.
Yep.
18 plus 4, 22.
Very quickly. You guys are dressed very nicely now. Even one of the more upscale people will approach you and answer your question happily. They will inform you the Church of Exponential Knowledge. You can't miss it. It is one of the walled off sections of the church on there. At this time of the day, there's going to be a little bit of wait to get in, unless you are a member of the church, which then you could use the other entrance. But easy enough to find. It'll take you about the same time, about 45 minutes to get there from where you are now.
Is it a church official that tells us that there's going to be a wait?
No, it's just one of the random passerbyers who tells you that the open passes to the public, you're going to have a wait about this time because they only allow so many people inside the library at one time. And then it's kind of like someone leaves, you can come in. So you leave, blah, blah, blah. But if you are working for the church, he says there is another line. So he didn't know what you were. But if you're, yeah.
We're going to a church line. All right.
All right. As you're traveling through the city streets, you see these large stone walls. You see there are people kind of like traveling up on top of them, watching where it is. You see this very long line of just everyday people kind of lining up to go inside. And you see there is another door with while the main line has clergymen who are walking through this line, kind of talking to people as they're going on, you can hear they're like, "What are you here looking for? How can we help expedite your research for today?" Just making sure that this is a very fluid type thing. You see that where this is a big main entrance, you see there's a side entrance off to the side where there are only a couple of clergymen and everyone who's kind of dressed somewhat in the same garb going there. And before we do that approach, we will go back to the other group at the menagerie. Just do my music.
Before we go in, Stoat's going to kind of lean over to Raina. Do we need a lot of money for these things?
I have no idea, so we're gonna have to figure it out.
Should we do like check it out but not buy anything?
We could do that.
Okay. Then we can check, make sure that the personality matches the others.
Right. Okay.
So as you entered, yep.
Yeah, we'll head in.
So as you enter in, you hear the little ring of the bell, and you see this young girl behind the counter. You see a cat kind of like runs up her arm around her back, and she goes like, "Hi, welcome to Mandala's Menagerie, where we hope to find the perfect companion for you today. How can I help you? I do apologize if you're looking for my brother Splendus. He's not here. He's out getting more new wonderful companions. But my name is Kelly, and I'm happy to be of service today."
Hi, Kelly. Yes, we are looking for a animal, one that apparently gets along well with mice.
Okay. Of course. Just general everyday companion. Are you looking for like a hunting companion, a travel companion, a mount? We have all different types of wonderfuls. And you'll see like she shows you all, and a lot of the animals in here, you can tell she probably has a very good way with animals, as many of them are not in cages. They're kind of like in glass housings, and some are even like wandering around these built-in shelves all the way around the top. And then you see a large door in the back that's kind of more of a fence than a door, where you see large stables out of the back.
Well, we hadn't really thought about it, and I think that we were kind of going to take a look, meet some animals, and see what felt right. But still, I feel like having a hunting companion wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, especially if we're going to do the hunt thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the thing. If you're looking for a hunting companion, mongooses are very good trackers. We also have a hunting dog, very well trained. He is not a wolf, I have to say that. He is just a Labrador. But if you're looking for something a little more robust, and it looks at your garb, are you adventurers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we do indeed have some combat trained animals as well, that can be of service.
Combat? Do you have anything that knows kung fu?
No. I have you met an animal that knows kung fu?
Yes. Yeah.
I would love to know who taught that. And my brother, he would be elated to find someone like that.
Maybe when situations are better, I could show you sometime.
Oh, wonderful! And if you have the animal to see, I would love to see this pet do kung fu.
It was someone that we met once.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Of course, pets and animals just overly excite me. I got a little distracted. But yes, of course, hunting pets. I can show you all many different kinds as well.
Okay. Well, so we know that. So this mongoose that you have, it wouldn't just eat a mouse.
As long as you kept it fed, and you trained it that was not prey, then it will probably take a little while just to train that is not prey. But of course, right away it has certain commands, and then you'll see she pulls out like this little ticker. She's like, I'll give you one of these because most are trained with this, and you just, if you want to attack, you click twice while pointing at your prey.
Wow.
I see.
But yes, I'll show you all around. So like I said, we have the mongoose. We have one of these, and she'll show you to this dog that looks a little, it's a little weird. That the face is almost monstrous in nature, like this long elated snout with very large teeth. Instead of fur where its face is, it has this skin. Very large hunchback on it and very beefy. It kind of looks like a mutated type dog. Well, we actually found these. These were a hard one to get. My brother, he himself is quite the adventurer, and he has sometimes exotic beasts. These are kind of known as what they are, a warg, if you've never heard of those before.
Okay.
Normally very hostile type creatures, but this is about our third generation that we have. My father, long ago, he started raising some of these. You have to be very good to them. They are very prone to bite the hand that feeds if treated poorly, of course.
That makes sense.
I don't think, we're supposed to look good-looking ones, Rena.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, well, if you're looking, did you whisper that?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of sees your hesitation face. Okay, if I understand they're not for everyone. You were just looking for hunting companions. We do have one here. He's very small on the side right now, and you see this little like wolf pup that she hands you. We have trained it for minimal hunting at the moment, but once it grows larger, it could be raised as quite the hunting companion. Sadly, our larger breeds were sold during the wintertime, as that is when they are the most popular. We've trained these pups during the winter. We feel in a couple of months or so, it should be full grown.
Okay.
Were you looking for just four-legged creatures, or were you looking for birds as well?
Well, go ahead.
I think that we'd be open to birds, right, Stone?
Yeah.
All right. We do have some hawks on display, and you'll see she has a whole different colorations. Some are just sleek black, others are more of a brownish type color. She will pull up a hawk and a falcon. You'll see that the falcon is much more regal. The feathers are more dense. The hawk is a little smaller, scrappier. Each of these we will have to, of course, give you with a blinder and a glove so that they return. But they are all hunting trained. Not combat, but hunting trained.
Okay. I think that one of these sounds good. What do you think, Stoke? I would think that having a something smaller would be better for us for traveling.
Yeah, like we're gonna be going a lot by horse-drawn carriage. What do you think would be best suited for that sort of trip?
Well, as long as you have the right food available to you and you can plan out your trips, either one of these pets would be fine companions. A bird, of course, would take up less space.
That's true.
Stoat leans over to Rena. Do we have to get just one? Like, can we get more than one? How many can we get?
I assume we could get more than one. How much are these?
Depending on which ones you're looking at, the falcon runs about 40 gold pieces.
Okay.
The hawk is 18 gold pieces. The wolf pup is 100 gold pieces. And the warg will run you about 150 gold pieces.
And what about the mongoose?
The mongoose, yes, that creature right there will run you about 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
Very easy to breed.
All right.
What about do you have anything smaller that can fit inside my?
Oh,
could, like,
yes.
wear with me.
And she'll like come over and you see like these silvery blue mice. And she'll bring you over and there's probably about 10 or 12 of them all in this right here. Don't really look too much like Blinksky, but they are very cute and they have this blue shoe upon them all. She's like, yes, these are blue rats. 1 gold piece for one of these. And she'll come up and you'll hear like a oh nope, not. And you see this pig kind of like nuzzles into Raina and like looks up and just does the snorting, like trying to get something. And you'll see Kelly hands you a treat. Yes, that's Dinkage. He of course would like a treat.
Yeah, Raina will hand him, give him a treat.
Does he like apples?
Of course.
Stoat, no.
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 Okay.
And of course, guinea pigs as well. We have many of these. 1 copper piece for one of those. They're our most popular. For people who are starting off pets, you do have to buy them in pairs, otherwise they will kill themselves.
Oh, what?
They get lonely.
That's terrible. Do people not buy them in pairs?
This is why we only charge 1 copper piece for them.
Oh, God.
Okay. So she has like I'm guessing like a cage full of these mice.
No, she just has like this little, like a pet store when you look inside one of the glassed areas and they're all just kind of like running around. She keeps them open. She doesn't cage any of her animals in here. She seems very nice to all of them.
Okay. So like if Stoke can look at it from the front, she's
No,
gonna
she
get
could
down
actually reach in if she wanted to.
and pick one out.
Yeah.
Oh, can I hold one of the rats?
Of course.
So she
Roll me an animal as you reach in. She's waiting for you to reach in.
Oh my god. Okay. Crazy pet store. That's a natural one.
You like reach in and they all like are scurrying around you, and the one that you get a hold of, as soon as you grab it, it bites you in the hand. And she takes it. She's like, he may not be ready to be purchased at this moment in time. She takes him and puts him somewhere up on one of like the walled areas.
Banksy would never bite me.
You hear like the nuzzling on the back of your neck.
Yeah, no thanks on those ones. What are you
do you mind if I have a word with your birds?
She looks at you and she like rubs a ring on her finger. Yes, of course. I would love it if you did that. They love when we can talk to them.
Oh, okay. Raina's gonna cast Speak with Animals and go to the 2 birds.
Okay. Which one are you talking to first?
The hawk.
All right. Yep.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? How can I help you?
Well, we were looking for hunting companions here today, and we were directed to you.
I like to hunt little small rodent-type creatures. Love them. Just scoop on up as I fly down. Yeah, she trained me real good. Click, click, and I'm on it.
All right, and you like to do that for the clicking?
The clicking. That's what. Do you know other way to tell me that? What, you can talk to. The clicking's for people who can't talk. You can talk to me. We can talk all day. Tell me to go, I go. You tell me to fly, I fly. You tell me to loop-de-loop. Can't do a loop-de-loop as yet, but I'm trying to learn it.
I'm sure you'll get there.
I will.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. I'm going to talk to your friend now.
Don't go.
Oh, well, I will be right back.
He's not as good as me.
Okay.
I'm tempted loop-de-loop unless you're yelling. He's yelling at you as you walk away.
All right, I'll go talk to the falcon now.
All right, the falcon's like, yes, how can I help you?
Well, hello, we're looking for hunting companions today.
Are you yourself a hunter?
Yes, of course.
Then I think we could get along. What are you hunting?
Well, a little bit of everything, but I'd like for you to be able to hunt.
Oh, I can hunt, my dear.
Yes, I'm
Hunt.
sure.
Medium beast. He can look at that one over there. He just hunts mice. I've, in fact, caught a dog once. Put it down because the clicking happened, but I did. Just saying. That's impressive.
That
Just
is
saying.
pretty impressive.
I see you can understand skill and talent. Might get along.
Yes, wait, perhaps. All right,
Good,
well-
good. So if I fly on your perch, we're just gonna walk on out of here?
Oh, not yet.
Okay. Indecisive. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes. All right, well, thank you for your time.
Come back! Anytime. I'm always here. Until I'm not. Just saying.
Great. I'm going to go back over to Stoat. So we've got two large personalities over here for birds.
Okay. Is that a good personality?
I don't know for either of them.
Do you think you could just talk to more animals?
I've got 10 minutes of talking.
Hey, you can go all around here if you wanted to. Yeah. You'll find like up on the high perch, you'll find a parrot and you'll find an owl. They're off to the side. You'll also find a raven.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. Which one do you want to talk to first?
Well, what kind of owl is it?
This one here is a silverback owl. Not as white as the ones that you had in your forest on there.
Yeah.
But have like a little mix matching.
All right. I will go to the owl.
Yep. As you do, you'll see his head like turns back around to look at you. Who are you?
Oh, hello. I'm Raina. And you?
I am Hoots.
Hoots. Oh, I have an owl also named Hoots.
As you say that, he turns his head back around because he thinks that you don't want him because you already have an owl.
Oh no, it's not a real owl.
Turns his head back around.
Where do you come from?
I come from here.
Oh, you were born here?
Yes.
Oh. And do you like it?
He's all right.
Yeah. Do you?
I like where you bring me. Let's go.
Well, you don't even know where I'm going to bring you.
Kelly tells us if you leave, you'll be happy. I want to leave. I'm happy, but I could be happier.
That's fair. Everybody could stand to be a little happier, I guess. All right. Well, perhaps you'll come with us.
All right. And turns his head back around.
Thank you. Can I talk to the mongoose now?
Yeah. Just talk to the mongoose. Hey, how's it going?
Hi there. We were looking for hunting companions and we were directed to you.
Oh, you came to the right place, you did it. Hey, you want something I'll scurry around, fit in small places, squeeze all around, and then
Yeah.
You see, like bites he jumps on the ball that's in the cage with him, rolls around, just like biting it like maliciously.
Yes. Oh, vicious. Quite vicious. But if we had a different animal with us, say a mouse.
eat it right away because that's what I want. You see, gonna get it done.
Okay, great. But could I convince you to maybe not eat the one mouse that we have?
Oh. Yeah. Nope, wouldn't. No, I would not that. Unless I was told to. Mhm.
Sure. Okay, great. So I think that if we're doing a hunting companion, I think that either the falcon or the hawk would be our best bet. I do like the owl as well. And I know that wasn't on the table before, but I like it.
Okay. Of these three things, what's the cutest?
Like the prettiest or like the cutest?
The cutest. Something that looks adorable.
I would I'm gonna keep this random because I don't want to sway your guys' decision.
I really hope it's not the fucking falcon.
Okay, so 1 second. We talked to the hawk, then the falcon, then the owl, then the mongoose, right?
Yeah.
So that's a D4. I got that wrong. D4. The mongoose would be the cutest. it's like a fluff ball mongoose.
Is the mongoose in a cage again? Also glass.
Yeah, you can use he has the open top.
Okay, it's open top, but can still look at it from
The front? Yeah.
Yeah. So she would get down low and be like, what do you think to Banksy behind her?
See, Banksy kind of looks over at it and stares, and then you have Raina, you have your speak with animals on, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it scurries up to the window, and he's looking. He's like, yeah, get me, come on, get me. And then all of a sudden he's and he scurries to the opposite side of the cage. No.
What is happening?
No, get away from me.
So what are you? Stop! I think you're scaring him.
That's not very hunter-like. What's wrong with it?
I don't know. He talks the big game, but maybe he's not up for it. I don't know.
Do you think he'd just be like a good cart friend?
Maybe.
He's really cute.
Yeah, but I do think that having something that could fly would also... I mean, we could get two things, right? We could get, the hawk and the mongoose, or just the falcon, but I feel like 40 gold is a lot.
Why don't we all get a pet?
We can do that, but we can't choose for the others.
You have to remember this, friends. If you task these animals with anything, Grim will kill them. You are not buying an animal that can do a thing for us. You are buying an animal for fun, or it will die. You just need to be informed.
I have a rule. Once you use pets in a way that they benefit the party and revolve a dice roll, they're free game. Fireballs, they'll hit them. But until that point, they're immortal.
Just keep it in mind. You're getting a pet. You're not getting a fucking actor.
Yeah, so as you're all talking with the animals, Kelly just keeps giggling as you're talking because she knows exactly what you're doing right now. When you're going, yeah. Or the skittering back and forth. She looks over at Snow. She's like, I sometimes I just like to turn on the ring and just talk to them for as long as I can. It's great. It's good fun.
Wait, you have a ring that can do it?
Yes, and she shows you this little ring with a animal on it, and you see there's 3 gems upon it. I can talk to him for about half an hour a day, and I do my best to get to everyone.
Where can I get one?
My brother should be back within a couple of weeks. He can tell me where he got it. Probably no more than 4 weeks.
Okay. Can I borrow yours?
No, as a special gift. I can't lend it out. But thank you for asking. You all just keep looking around, enjoying yourselves. I just have to feed some of the animals right now. She goes around and just starts feeding them all.
Oh, wait. Do you have any horses?
I do not. I don't like to step on the stableman's shoes for those type of animals.
Okay.
So you would have to go to one of the stables. Many in town. I would actually... Where are you staying?
Well, I
At the Unlucky Lion.
Oh, okay. You're down the coastal shelf. I would highly recommend you guys go see Nesbit. Nesbit is one of the best stablemen around there. Has great selections.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, any of the birds in here, are any of them like corvid crows at all?
Yeah, we have a raven. There's a raven there.
There's a raven?
Mhm.
What about that one, right?
Oh, you want me to talk to it?
Is that a crow?
A raven, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, can you talk to him?
Yeah.
Is
sure.
it a girl or a boy?
I don't know. Let me go find out.
You're getting right near the end of your spell, but yep.
Yep.
You know, it's probably the last one, and he kind of like looks at you, turns his head sideways as you approach.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. So, did you want me to ask anything in particular?
Well, is it a boy or a girl?
My friend would like to know if you're a boy or a girl.
Girl.
It's a girl.
What's its name?
And what's your name?
No name. Name me. Bobby.
Well, do you have something that you'd like to be called?
Thinking real hard, just like you see the birds like doing a twitch, like.
Don't hurt yourself.
Ah.
Doesn't have a name. So,
Okay. What do you think, Rena? Which ones were your favorite?
I liked the hawk. I also really liked the owl the best.
I really like the mongoose, but why do you think he was scared?
I don't know. I don't think he liked you.
Oh. But I'm kind of cool. I don't know why you wouldn't like me.
I have no idea.
I think we should, like, get all of them.
I don't think that would be a good idea. We'd have to feed all of them then. I can't.
Keep it together. Well, I mean, if you like the bird, okay. All right, we have maybe. Well, let's get one for now, and then we can come back and get a ring and another bird, right? Your brother's gonna bring a ring back, right?
You were having this conversation with her right beside you because she was around feeding the animals.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
No, well, she's talking to Rita. Well, I mean, her brother like can get cool rings that can make me talk and stuff to animals. So like maybe we come back and get more.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm gonna go to Kelly and ask how much the owl is.
The owl right there, that will run you 20 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. So is that okay with you?
Yeah, I can do that. Stoat will start pulling out 20 gold pieces from coin purse.
All right. As soon as you start pulling out the coin, she will tell you that she recommends some other things. If you're going to be using it as a hunter, recommends like the glove, everything like that. For feed for like the next week, for the gauntlet, it's going to run you about another 7 gold pieces for everything. So 27 gold pieces altogether.
Rena, can you help me with that? I only have this many. She holds out 24 gold.
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. All right.
And she's going to give you like a mix of nuts and berries and hunks of meat.
Okay, great.
Thank
Easy
you.
enough. Please come back anytime. And honestly, she looks over at Reyna. If you just want to come back and talk to them, they love to just chat away at some people.
Right. Yeah, I might.
All right. Please, and once again, thank you for shopping at the Mandalas Menagerie. And think of us in the future for any of your exotic mounts and pet needs.
Okay. Thank you.
She'll wave goodbye, and as you're walking out, you'll hear her all of a sudden, she'll rub her ring, and you'll see her start making animal noises like you do, Reyna, around the shop. You see at one point the falcon's like ruffling his feathers when she comes out, and you hear her going, rah, 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 with her hands out, trying to calm it down. And with that, we are going to take a break there for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, y'all. We'll see you soon. Bye. Welcome to Wilfrem, Whispers of the Past. Featuring B as Stoat, the fighter.
Yeah, because you give them in the morning, then you give them at night, and it's like, good job, here's your coffee.
M as Raina, the ranger.
Please don't scare me when I'm not prepared.
Splendor as Crag, the warlock.
Yeah, I can take plenty of hits, Fibbit. I wonder how many you can take.
Verbal as Compton, the wizard. Yeah, so I'm gonna start this conversation with something that I know is improper, but it's killing me inside not to say it. And our humble dungeon master, Grim.
Oh, no, not from me. But see that creature over there? And then you see like this big, large, limbering wolf. He's like, that guy would try and eat you. Go away, friend! And the wolf takes off into the woods.
So please, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
We are back. We come back to the busy city streets as Craig and Compton approach the large stone walls that house the Church of Existential Knowledge. As you two approach the side gate, you see many people dressed closely the same, some having a little bit of different guard, but they show a symbol and they make it through the gate. As you two approach the gate, you see that there are people with these purple tabards with this symbol upon their garb.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does Compton have anything related to this from his time working
100%.
at this? Okay, cool.
You know, this is the symbol of the Church of Neandris.
No, but I mean, do I have any working papers from working at the other church?
You do have, yes, because that's part of
cool.
your background as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there like a line of people?
No, as you approach you, the two officials will actually come to you like, welcome, fellow brothers.
Yeah, of sorts, kind of. So here's the deal. And he's like ruffling through his bag as he's saying this. My name's Compton Willer. This is my associate.
You're Compton.
Yeah. Oh, you're expecting me? Yes, I am.
Yes. Please, of course. And you see the one gets to the others, and your companion as well.
And my companion as well.
Please, welcome. And then the one is like, I will take them in. I'll bring them to her directly. And they're like, oh, all right. And the gentleman was like, please come this way, Compton.
Yeah. Thank you. And I'm gonna look to Craig. I didn't expect it to be that. All right. Yeah. Okay.
And as you are let through the gates, you see that there is not just one building inside of here. You see the very large, this, instead of like, the church is just like in Stillwater, it doesn't look like so much of a church as this one almost looks like an academy. You see many different outskirt buildings. You see a very ornate, smaller in stature, but very well built, almost monolith off in the corner. And then you see the main academy, very large spiraling walls, a huge entry doorway. You see people coming in and out. You see people who are coming from the main line who are going into the academy being escorted by members of the church/academy. It's an awe. Like the one in Stillwater is amazing. This one here is just as grand, if not grander.
I'm probably losing my shit internally. Just because it's new, right? Like, it's new. I'm assuming there's different volumes here. I'm assuming that there's just, like I get to discover things now. Mm-hmm. And I'm just excited. I am excited.
And you see, Compton would notice this because you're an arcane magic user. You'll see the gentleman, as you're walking, holds up a wire and starts to speak. He has arrived, and we will be bringing him inside shortly. And you keep walking the way. We're surprised to see you so soon. Miss Joyce was informing us we should expect you probably within the next 5-6 days, but we're happy to have you, of course.
Yeah, we happen to be an expeditious bunch at times. Okay.
I apologize. And your name, sir?
Craig has been this entire time just walking, hands in his pockets, looking unimpressed. Craig Stone Toast. Nice to meet you. He offers a hand.
He takes your hand. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Stone Tusk. And I mean no offense on this. This is just my morbid curiosity. Could I ask? I've never seen one like you before. May I ask, what races were your mother and father? And I once again mean no disrespect. I have a curious mind.
Sir, had to roll for something. He retracts his hand and he just like puts it back in his pocket and shrugs. I mean, what can I say? My mama was the concept of night and my daddy was a crack of thunder. Half orc, half elf. That's it.
Like the whole time you start answering him, you see he like pulls out a book. He's like furiously writing down. He's like, wonderful. I would love to just, if you have time, just talk with you about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he looks at Compton like, are these people chill?
Is this an apparent look?
100%.
Okay.
He's like looking at Compton after he said, okay, yeah, sure. Like he's looking to see, was that okay that I said that?
Compton will just nod. It's not super subtle, but it's just like that. I'm following your conversation, but this is an affirmation, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Anytime you want. Your name was?
My name is Elvin.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Elvin. Yeah, I mean, anytime. I'm in town for a bit.
Wonderful. And he'll bring you inside.
Hey, Elvin, though, I do need you to, if you're going to be asking him questions, there's going to be an associated, he needs papers to get through. We ain't paying that silver every time for him.
Oh, you can bring that up, of course, with Miss Joyce, but I see, the recommendation we have from you, from Miss Lady Silra, easy enough to get you your papers, I believe.
No, but I meant you for Craig. That's different, right? I mean, I'm covered. That's fine. But if you want to ask him a bunch of questions and he going to come talk to you, I just want to make sure he don't have to pay out of pocket for it. That's all.
Oh, I assumed he was your research associate.
Yeah, no, that's correct. But I mean, you could always just come to me. We get coffee or something. I don't want it to be like this whole I come into a room and I'm interviewed kind of thing. Like, let's be friends.
Of course. I will set aside the time to try and come. Where are you staying?
The unlucky line. Just ask for Craig because I'm gonna be fixing that.
All right, Craig Stone Tusk. Easy enough.
Hey, just Craig. I introduced myself with my last name as a formality thing. Just Craig.
Craig, of course. I apologize. And he'll bring you inside. And you see, as you're walking in, these beautiful, large pillars, an enormous of bookshelves spanning all around. You see that there are people up on the ladders who are just like traveling across, going to the upper levels. You see, as you look up in the, like on the outskirts, when you look in the middle, you see this large stained glass window. Then you see there are a bunch of different branches off with doors. Looks like people are going into other rooms. And you see that there are multiple floors all going up. And you see, standing in the middle of the doorway, almost seeming to wait for you, is this woman right here. And as you all come in, he goes, yes, Miss Joyce, I was happy you were able to meet us. The woman approaches you wearing the symbol of Neandros on her, wearing a nice flowing gown, almost priestly type robes, but not so rigid as most clergymen that you see in other churches. Welcome and well met. Compton. Would that be correct to assume?
Yes, ma'am. Compton Weller. You must be Miss Joyce. How do you say that last name of yours? Norway.
Norway, yes.
Right. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure. And she puts out like the hand like this towards you.
Hold on. Compton grabs her hands and shakes it like firmly, like just like a normal fucking handshake. Because that's what a 3 on the dice gets you, y'all.
And in a very fluid movement, she switches from being like the dainty fist to a very firm handshake back at you.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
So, I was informed by our common companion,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Lady Eoin, that you may have an interesting tome that we could help decipher together.
So, looking around this room, is it Elvin, her, Crag, and I, and that's it?
Elvin is there seeming to wait for something, but yes.
I'm going to look at her and I'm going to look at Elvin. I'm going to look back at her. I'm not going to say anything.
As soon as she sees that look, she's like, Elvin, please get back to the main gate if you could and make sure that our brothers and sisters are able to get through, no problem. Yes, of course. Bye, Craig. I look forward to talking to you more.
Yeah, I'm just, hey, whenever you want to get a hold of me.
Mother of Darkness, Father of Shadows, Thunder, love it. And he just like scurries away.
He liked that. I don't know why it was bad.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know why he liked it, but we gonna talk about that one later. Okay, so yes, to answer your question, I do. There's some conditions about this though you're aware of.
I heard that it is of a sensitive nature, of course.
We aren't here in this capacity, first and foremost.
No, of
Right.
course not.
Okay. The individual that we're working with is not going to take kindly to the fact that I'm letting you even look at it so much as touch it, right?
Yes, we have been informed of your work associate and his penchant for privacy.
Yeah. Okay. And Craig here has a good memory, right? Right, Craig?
It's pretty good, yeah.
Okay. So I might forget how things go, but if this go badly, he won't. So just so you're aware, all cards on the table, he's here as a little bit of an insurance policy for me.
I'm also here because I look pretty.
I mean, he don't look good though.
As you say that, Craig, she has a snicker across her face for a moment. No, of course. We are here to provide assistance. And whatever we can help you to decipher, all we ask for in return is that we are privy to the knowledge that was obtained while within these walls as well.
Absolutely. So conditions of this is you got a limited time with it. And it ain't going to be multiple times while we're here. It's right now for as long as you get, right? Because my employer can decide to show up early. I don't know, and I don't want to be caught coming back looking for this thing. You know what I mean?
All right. If that is a stipulation that has to be upheld, then since you are the one in possession of the book, that is a stipulation that will be upheld.
Insight check.
Okay.
Craig doesn't trust establishment. Do I get any sense that she's actually looking to uphold that?
Roll me insight check.
That's a 14 plus something. Where the fuck is it? 5 for a 19.
5 for a 19. 1 second.
She's gonna she's gonna have a deception of like
You're gonna be
28.
such a good liar.
Sick. Gotta make sure I have a sheet. Deception. And you rolled a 19?
Yes.
Okay. So you can see that though with her words, she is speaking very confidently as she speaks to you, right? When he talks about the stipulation, you can definitely tell there is a disgruntledness on her face with that. But when she speaks about it being upheld, there is the truth, but she lingers on things at times. So what she's saying seems to be true on there, but there may be hidden hidden words behind what she's saying.
He's going to fully put a hand on Compton's chest and just like gently push him back. It's just like a half step. Hey, hi. You didn't ask me for my name. I'm Craig. It's nice to meet you. I'm not smart, but not a whole lot gets past me. So maybe we should clear up what's going to happen here.
All right. You see, she kind of like looks around, and you see one or two of the clergymen kind of like stop. Yes. As I'm informed, you're going to provide us with the book for a limited time. And that is what we are allotted.
Right.
All right.
And after that limited time has, what's a good word for that? Concluded? And he'll look at Compton like, is that a good word?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
After that time has concluded, you will. I mean, return the book isn't really the thing because we will be in possession of it the whole time. But when that time is up, we will leave with it without any kind of, waylaying or trouble.
All right. Well, I would be lying if we don't find something interesting that I would not try and persuade you to help let us stay a little bit longer or return for another visit. But you will, of course, be able to leave here with the book as per the agreement.
Persuasion and, force are two different things. I think we might listen to persuasion, but, violence is a different thing.
I have no intentions on using force to keep you the book here.
You also have no intentions of directing anybody else to use force to keep us here, right?
I have no intention of doing that, no.
You got a boss?
No, I am the head of this establishment.
So you'll see to it that no violence is committed on us when we try to leave with this here book.
I don't know what intention you think we have. We're a research
Not good
institute.
ones.
If you don't wish for our help, Miss Ewing will be rather disappointed to hear that, but it is what it is. You were offered this as a way of revealing the secrets so you could have the knowledge, and if you don't wish to have our services, then there is not much we can do.
Oh, I'm just making sure we understand each other. And he'll step back so Compton is in front of him again.
I think before this gets a little bit more terse than it needs to be, I have every intention of letting you look at this book. I'm not we do need to be clear. You're getting just as much, if not more, from this interaction as I am. And you being the royal you all the way up to Lady Silverhorn, right? I know what we're here for. You know what we're here for. We both got something to gain out of this. So don't act like you're just doing a favor for me, right? We know this is an exchange of sorts. That's fine. That's all. Okay. So my thought about it is this. You find something interesting, bring it up. Shit, we might want to know, right, Craig? We like to know interesting things.
I do like knowing things.
Right, but we're going to be taking that piece by piece. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I assumed we were both going to be working on this together.
Right, but absolutely, because that goes back to the previous point of it's not leaving our possession. The point that I'm making is if I say you got an hour and we need more than an hour, we'll visit that at the time. And then we'll just continue progressing through it that way.
Wonderful.
But it isn't. Okay. And at no point in time is this book going to be out of his line of sight. I'm going to point to Crag because Crag's an observant son of a bitch.
Understandable. And I will be as upfront as I can. The only thing that we are going to have to do is the book will have to be placed down for a time to use our artifact to help reveal its secrets in the most, well, especially since we have limited time, quickest way possible. Eyes will be on it at all times. We just have to stay outside of a 30-foot radius of the book.
Everybody's got to be outside of it, right?
Everybody, yes.
Go ahead, Craig.
Can I give it a sniff?
Which part?
Whatever we can be putting the book in.
Oh, you'll see it. It's an entire chamber that we will be escorting you to. And we are going to trust you with the information of this artifact.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm good at keeping secrets.
Yeah, we're top tier.
Then we're all on the same page.
I do have to ask though, because this is obviously important to us and don't seem to bother you none. This procedure you're gonna put this book under to make it accessible. It's not one of them things that's gonna come up later out on the road with Mr. Finn, who takes a look at this here book and goes, "Hey, somebody fucked with it," right?
Well, to get the secrets that we can as quickly as possible, we will be dispelling some of the magic upon it. Durant Finn, if he doesn't know the extent of what this book is, then he would have never known what it was in the first place.
Hypothetically, is this magic that I could know?
Like, you're asking me or her?
Her. This is Compton talking to her. Hypothetically,
This would be magic's very simple to most people. It's a dispel magic spell. But the thing is that the artifact we are using, if it is used on an item for a prolonged time, it is able to dispel magic on items that have been imbued with magic, as long as we can match the amount of time that was used in the creation of the crafting. It's a very powerful artifact that we have been entrusted.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you this, and I don't know how you're going to feel about it. I'm going to need somebody to show me how to do this dispel magic thing. Because if I have to develop a narrative, if he does expect there to be something on there and it ain't there, I've got to say I could do it.
Easy enough. As one-time thanks for allowing us here, we will be able to procure one of those scrolls for you.
Okay.
She snaps her fingers. One of the clergymen come up and grab it. And this is just to show our eternal gratitude. And hopefully, if we require more time, will shine greatly upon us going forward.
Okay. And then lastly, just because I have the feeling we're going to be making multiple trips up here, and I'm pretty sure Miss Horn probably put this out there. I do research as like a profession. I'd like to spend my time while I'm up here working a little bit for y'all and maybe doing a bit of research on my own. So if we get some working papers.
Of course, she informed me you were both a clerk for assessing the books, putting them in, and also a scribe. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes.
If you'd like, you can be putting the books back at the correct places, helping people with their research, or we have the other task, depending on what languages you know, transcribing books into common.
Compton would know that putting the books away is going to give him more, like,
time within the bookshelves. Yeah.
Yeah, no, just because I don't know how long I'm going to be here and how I don't want to leave something half transcribed, I can just manage putting the books back.
Easy enough. We'll have Petrus here. She shows out one of them. For your first day here, he'll go you through the whole cataloging system that we have.
All right. That sounds good. I'm going to look at Crag, and the look is to convey, am I missing anything? Did I fuck this up?
You got any jobs for folks that don't know much? I don't want to work. That's a stupid question. We can move on.
All right. Well, if we are, and she kind of jokingly smiles, if we are done with the negotiations, we will be able to escort you down. Both of you roll me a general just charisma check. DC on this one's going to be 18.
Ooh, that's a big one.
18? 14, 4? Does 18 meter beat? Because I'm dead on 18. 14, 4. Right? General charisma?
I also got an 18.
Oh, fuck.
Very nice.
This is how you fucking stumble your way through life, folks.
You see this long hesitation for a moment as she's thinking. As a sign of good faith, normally, to show you to where we keep the artifact, we would generally require to know your senses, blindfolds and the such, to where we're going. But as to open sign of trust, I will guide you there, and you will be able to see through our halls as we go.
Hell yeah. I like that. That's wonderful. What a wonderful way to start this. Off on the right foot. We love it.
Agreed. She will escort you down through, opens up a side door. You all kind of walk through. You see that there are a couple paintings on the wall. Some of the symbols of Neandrus, the other one, which is like the painting of Neandrus is a weird form, as she is one of the Holy Trinity, but she is brought back into the fold of the acceptable gods within about the last 30 years. Going through, you see many different types of paintings, very well crafted. You see, like, there is a lot of money behind this church. And all of a sudden she's like, do you mind looking away just for 2 seconds on this one? I will guide you down, but we still need to keep some of our secrets.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Constantine will just like turn around wholly.
Craig will do the same.
And as you hear you hear 3 stones get pressed, and then you hear as what looked like a normal wall kind of shifts past, and you see that there is an entryway there now.
Hot damn, that's neat.
We have to protect our artifacts, and you'll go down. She leads you to a spiral staircase all the way down, and you will come to just a very empty room. You see this very large or elaborate door with all of these like runic symbols all the way around, not currently lit. And it's almost like this very heavy duty door that seems to be sealed on every surrounding. There seems to be no gap to it, just these runes and then a wall. If you don't mind, once again, I just need you all to turn around.
This is eating at Compton so bad because now he recognizes that this is fucking magic locks. And he wants to know what magic locks are. Hold on. Okay. He'll turn around. Fuck.
If Compton turns, Craig does as well.
All right. And you'll hear like almost this like song that gets played as you're like looking the other way, like and all of a sudden as you turn around, there's this large ornate purple door, and on the one side it looks like an angel is holding the one door handle and a demon's holding the other door handle. And she'll grab both of these ornate silver door handles and open into this room with just a small pedestal and an ornate box, very long, probably about 5 feet long, just sitting in this room.
Is it long and thin like a sword box, or is it 5 feet by 5 feet? Like
Nope, long and thin, like a sword box.
Interesting. How deep is it?
No more than probably 16 inches.
Does it look like it has like a lid? Like a hinged lid top? Any
Yeah,
top?
Yep. And she'll walk over to it.
5 feet
This is-
long. Okay, go ahead.
She takes it, and then she opens up, and she will show you this. You see this long, ornate golden rod staff with this purple orb with like burning flames kind of rotating in it and around it on the top. She's like, this is a staff of revelations. In our pursuit of knowledge, this has been a very useful artifact over the times to help see the secrets that not only tomes and texts, but people hide. And our pursuit of knowledge and understanding has been the driving force of our church. This here, whatever item we put in its purifying flame, helps reveal the secrets that it hides. It will burn away the enchantment that is encapsulating the book.
I'm sorry. You said a lot of things that were great, but you also said you use this on people?
Yes. There have been people in the past who have powerful magics within our history, and not within my lifetime, but those who have changed their shape and form through powerful magics to become something that they are not. And in our history, there has been one time when the staff has been used to burn away that enchantment and reveal the creature for what it actually was.
God, I wasn't touch it so bad. I mean, look, you're probably gonna tell me no, but I was just, can I just see it? Just
Of course. She will hand you the staff.
shit.
Yeah. So right in the office, there are 5 people in this room.
Okay.
There's you, Craig, Joyce, Petrus, and then another gentleman who's a little bit more heavily armored.
Does this thing like vibrate energy? Is this thing just like big juju magic? Like, is this?
This is like, as you're like holding it, there is overwhelming power that is like flowing into you. Craig, do you use your detect magic?
Yeah, I think that like staring and realizing like, oh, this is the thing that I need to check. He just gives like a little golf clap.
So as soon as you do the golf clap, you see just not the item itself is radiating the energy. You see within a 30-foot radius all around you, you see this huge magic just dancing and flickering like a burning fire all around in the air around you guys.
What is it?
On this one here,
Yeah.
it has no school of magic. It is every school of magic combined.
Oh, that's not setting me at ease at all. He's just like looking around with these glowing eyes. Yeah, well, it's a lot of magic. It don't tell me much though.
Right.
And Joyce puts out her hands once again.
To take it?
Like she just puts it out. And it's easy to put together what she wants.
No, yeah. So, I hand her back the staff first and foremost. You said nobody else gonna be in this room when you do this.
The only person who's going to be here, and you see that there is like an area. By looking at this room, it is probably about 50 foot in a radius in total. And you see that there is a section where there is this glass plane kind of built off on a wall. It's like the only person who's going to be in here is holding it is Petrus. And then we will be sitting in the viewing, just in case anything goes wrong.
Okay, so this is probably for my better judgment, which for me is a little bit off-putting. What could go wrong?
Depending on what type of defense is right here. I could see on this book the transmutation and the illusion magic that is upon this book. And we're assuming it's hiding the text, so what we are going to focus on revealing is the enchantment first.
Yeah, when you open this book up, it's almost like it ain't what it is. You know what I mean? Okay. Fuck. I guess ain't no time like today. And then he'll sling his bag around and then pull out the Book of Padilla. Petrus taking this?
Petrus will not be the book. He will be holding the staff. If you could please, of course, put the book on the pedestal.
Oh, okay. It just stays here. Perfect. He ain't touching it. Good. Cool. And
He will only touch it afterwards to bring it to us after the hour is up.
It's going to take an hour to do this.
Well, we said the staff will diminish the magic.
Right.
And how long it ever took to craft this item.
Oh,
is
we
what
have
we will
no
be able
idea
to
how long
reveal.
it's going to take it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But it should reveal as much as it can within the hour.
Compton's starting to realize a lot now. Okay, yeah, we'll start with that. That sounds good. And he's gonna put the book down on the pedestal. But he will not start walking away from the book until everyone else does.
See, Petrus grabs the staff. You see there is this little hole almost in the floor, and he places the staff in the hole. And you see there's 2 stones where they are recessed, and he places his feet onto the stones, kind of like to brace himself. And if you would all please follow me. And her and the guard in the ornate armor, they both start to lead the way behind where the glass window is.
How's Craig looking right now about all this?
He is purely trying to derive the vibe from how Compton's feeling.
Fuck.
Because he's still like trying to deal with the fact that, hey, I was looking to see if there was a certain kind of magic on that thing, but it was all of them.
Right. Compton's current like energy is probably like a kid right before an event. You know what I mean? Like right before a birthday party, right? Like he's amped the fuck up about it. But he knows that that's not the place he should be, right? Like there's a guilt associated to it, but he is very excited for everything that's happening in this room. Okay. Yeah, if Crag's not giving anything away, Compton won't say anything to him. He'll just go and try to grab a seat and like really keep an eye on the book and everything that's about to happen.
Craig does, just like with his positioning, even as he's leaving, try and keep the book at least in his peripheral vision, even if he ends up walking a little funny.
And you can see what the way the room is positioned. It is positioned so you can see both the pedestal and where Petrus is standing. So Petrus is not blocking your view of what's on the pedestal. Is specifically purpose so that you can see what is happening to whatever's on the pedestal.
Excellent. And once we are in the viewing area,
Yep.
am I still within range for my detect magic to like hit the book?
How far is detect magic?
It's 30 feet.
30 feet?
30 foot radius, yeah.
Yeah. So you're just going to be in range to hit the halfway point of this room, which is where he is.
Okay, good.
All right.
I'm going to be watching what he's doing if I can, just to discern
Yep.
anything from that.
So as you are standing there, Joyce would look over to you. Are we able to commence?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Wonderful. Petrus, please. Use the staff. And as soon as he does, you see him slam the staff into where the hole is. The staff starts to light up. And to you, Compton, all you see is that the flames just like grow, almost like the size of like a fireball explosion, starting to encompass this room for a moment, and then sucks itself right into the staff, and then a beam shoots towards the book, as it looks like the book is being burned into flames. But the book is not going up in flames. But the whole time he's holding this, you see Petrus is being pushed back by the staff, and where his footholds are holding him in place, and purple flames are like growing up his arms, and his veins are turning purple as he uses it. And you would see Craig, as this like happens, the room just shifts into like a cacophony rainbow color of magic. And then all of a sudden, just when it gets sucked back in and pinpointed, you see the color of abjuration magic just pinpoint focused on this book. And then you see transmutation magic is coursing through Petrus's body right now.
Fascinating.
And do you all say anything?
This man has to, he has to do this shit for an hour?
That is the time we've been allotted.
He would have done it for more?
We maybe have to switch out one of our associates, but yes.
Like Compton's still excited about the process, but he's starting to really wonder about how little, like, because this looks like this is probably not good for this man.
You can roll me an insight check.
Fuck. 16.
You can see even now the winces of pain and sweat are already running down his face.
Okay, I gotta know why did Petrus have to do this? Could anybody do this?
Those who have been attuned to the staff's magic are the only ones who can use it. We have 3 associates who are attuned to his magic.
And they volunteered for this.
Yes. They're all a part of the church, and they all strive for knowledge.
If
Religion
we do this
makes you
any,
do funny things.
it really does. But if we do this any further, I'm almost compelled to say I need to do this because I can't be putting folk through that.
You do not have to worry. All of these associates After it has been completed, I'll take a week off.
There ain't no
And I have some
long-lasting
labor.
effect. I mean, this ain't gonna get in their blood or something.
We have had no side effects as of up to this point.
All right. Compton is now like he's in that place where he's excited about what's happening. He feels bad for this Petrus dude. Whether he volunteered or not, it does not look like this is chill. And I think he just kind of like begrudgingly waits this out.
All right. Craig, are you doing anything?
Just continue to watch intently for any change in what is occurring to the book.
Okay. As you wait the hour, we'll go back to Raina and Stoke.
Hey, we just came out of the pet store.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave me a glove and a.
They gave you about a week's worth. She gave you about a week's worth of food, which includes the nuts, berries, and raw meat. They gave you the falconry glove and a hood for him.
Okay, great. I think that Raina would just be walking with him on her shoulder. She wants him to see stuff.
Yeah, and he will happily just sit there looking around, taking in the sights.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, though, still nobody want to do.
I just kind of want to scout out the town a bit. Do you want to go maybe check out that shabby area?
Yeah, let's do it.
As you walk along, this is what Hoots looks like.
Oh, look at it! How fancy he is.
Oh, load, please. Gotta refresh.
So you're all heading back towards the low shore.
Yes.
All right. So they're in there. So yeah, it's gonna take you to go all the way to low shore from here.
Yeah.
Almost 2 hours
Okay.
of just pure walking. Along the way, are you sticking to like the main road, or are you guys kind of going along, checking over different paths and everything like that?
I think we take an exploratory route.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll open the city map so I can show you guys some stuff.
Sorry, I'm hoping to come back. My roll 20 went down.
Okay. You get past, you take the other leg of the walking path, no problem. They don't really check much of anything when you're heading back towards the coastal shelf. You walk through. Would you look around like the Stonewall School of Trades and the Hall of Wonder?
Yeah.
Okay. When you're going around Stonewall School of Trade, you'll see like people are outside doing like how would you say this? They're showing off like their skills, their wares, the things you've learned, the technological marvels that they're creating. The main schoolmaster is kind of like standing up on a platform. You're shouting to the crowd, showing, we don't all need to know magic. People who just learn skilled trades, you're very useful, helping put towards. Great way to earn a living. And then you'll see on the opposite side, there is the Hall of Wonder, which is this almost like academy type building. And you'll see out front, they're doing like these open courses where kids like are just sitting around. And this one guy is like teaching someone light. And it's like going there, it's like, okay. And then teaching them, kids are like drawing in little books of like the sigils and everything like that. And then he casts light. You'll see one little boy who the man says has been there for probably a couple of weeks now, keeps coming to the courses, and the boy does light, and he's elated and just running around and just super excited, tries to do it again, can't do it, but he's just so happy he was able to do it once. But they just revelry, people are seeming to put on displays right now because there are a lot of people in town for the festival.
Mm-hmm.
Walking past here, you'll see this farmland is like a communal farm. This right here is a residential type area. And you'll see people are walking from the residential. As you're going in here, some people are like plowing the fields. Others are picking the fruits and vegetables that are now ripe, throwing them in a basket. It's definitely for the community that is in this area to go and get like fresh fruits, vegetables, but you have to work it to get it. And you catch the sight because you are very adept, Rena, in spotting things. You see this very odd looking furry man with like a very bushy tail kind of like waving in the wind. But when his tail peeks out from under his very long coat, kind of like tucks it back in and pulls it down.
Okay.
Yep. Going this area, you see a very large garrison. If you would go there, you would see that there are some job postings for people who want things to get done around time. Standard jobs like vermin killing, other people, local bandits who are on the outskirts of Shaw Garden who need to be taken care of. There is a posting that if it does talk about what you heard earlier, that people have been going missing. There is an open bounty for if they can find the culprits. There is an open bounty on any information to find the missing people in town. Down here, this one here is the market district of the coastal shelf, and you will see many people are trying to get your attentions for like selling their wares. There are let me open up this district. Coastal shelf, 1 second. Yeah, you see there are some armor shops. There is a place called Lumen's Wonders Wares. There is like a bookstore. There's all many, and then there's merchants who just look like from all different type of places. There are a mixed mash of different type of wares, and so I need you to make me a perception check as you're walking through.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'm having some problems with my internet. But I'm gonna make a perception check, and then I might have to restart something.
No problem.
Okay, that's a 7.
A 7 on there. Nothing too much catches your eye as you're walking through here. Well, something kind of like gives you a little bit of a sensation as you're going, but doesn't hold you for very long as another person shouts along your way. As you head back through here, you will see a large, right now, they're putting on a display for people trying to join the guild. This looks to be like some type of adventurers guild. The name of it is called The Commission. You see this like very large half-orcan gentleman who's like putting on a sword display. A couple of the kids are running up and teaching them how to swing a sword correctly, telling like stories of adventurers past. And you will see out here, this is a theater you were told about as you walk past, but it also seems to be a type of school for bardic traits. Right now, there's a couple events going on. One person is having a debate with another type of person. You see another person seems to be casting magic using their singing voice. You see a couple others are using like sword fighting as a performance. It seems they teach many different types of bardic traits at this place. And then, as your long journey meets an end, you come to a gate. You see at this gate, there are a couple of guards, probably about 4 of them. 2 are in front, and you see that there are 2 up on top. The 2 up top seem to be going around as they disappear at one point and then come back around. And as you get stopped, hey, how can we help you today, Mrs.?
We're just passing through.
All right, I will have to warn you, just as a heads up, we try to keep presence within the Low Shore, but there are not many of us that roam that area, so it is a little bit more of a rundown, and we cannot promise your protection within the Low Shore as we can within the coastal shelf.
We are fine with that.
All right. And he looks at you and he'll give you both a little piece of paper. As you've come from the coastal shelf, you can take these. The guards will not give you much of an issue when trying to come back through.
All right. Thank you.
All right. As you enter in through here, you can see the city streets, the nicely paved cobblestone. Even though on the coastal shelf, there are like pocket marks potholes and the such. They're still pretty well maintained. Here, though, most of the road is almost being taken over once again by the muddy landscape, the grasses. The buildings, a lot of them are being repaired as well as they can, but are definitely still very ramshackled. The streets aren't as filled here, but are still busy. But you can definitely, unlike people who will walk about and are always near you, everybody here seems a little bit more on edge.
And this is looking more familiar in regards to like what my vision had.
Yes, definitely.
Can I try to kind of walk around and see if I can find like the exact place that I saw?
Yep, roll me a survival check. You're trying to track down where your vision was.
14.
14. As you're walking, probably no more than about 8 minutes in, you kind of have that moment where you move around a couple of steps and it kind of hits you that this is where you saw the vision. And as you're like replaying it in your mind, you kind of look to your left like the head did, and you'll see there is this 2-story building where the one side of the building is starting to slant down, and it looks like there's a muddy region where the building has started to push back into the earth. It has a black tiled roof, and though the outside has been put back together as well as it can, it still has shown the wear and tear of time.
I stout there.
You guys, I might have to restart my router. Right now, this seems solid, but I can't, like, message or get online.
That's up to you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So Stoat's there. She's looking around, and I'm going to reset on my end. I'm sorry, guys.
No
Okay.
problem.
I think that I would want to take like a perimeter around that building and just look at it. And if Stoat's there, it can look for any sort of thieves' cat symbols.
We'll just backlog that one there. So yeah. As you're walking around and kind of like looking around, you see many of the windows are kind of boarded up on here. But you do hear voices on the inside, and when you kind of come around to coming around the one side where there's not many people, the guy kind of like comes up beside you because you have a high passive perception. Hey, got any coin?
Not today.
Oh, that's too bad to hear. Don't mind me asking, what you looking for?
Just looking around.
I can understand that, but you see, we all know each other pretty well down here, and you look pretty new.
I might be.
Oh, well, when did you get lost? For a couple coins, I'd be able to help you find whatever you're looking for.
I'm not lost.
All right. Have it your way. That's fine. But I'm going to warn you. You're just going to want to be careful here. The owner, Ulia, she wouldn't take kindly to you skulking around her inn. Doesn't like thieves.
Well, I'm not a thief. But thank you for the word.
All right, no problem. You kind of slink back into the shadows and walk away. As you make your way all the way around, you'll see kind of dangling off a chain. It'll say the trickster in the chain. And you'll see the door to the front is slightly ajar.
I don't think I want to go in right now, but is there somewhere that I could sit like across the street or something and just kind of watch people coming and going
Yeah, roll me a stealth check.
without, yeah. Fuck, that's a natural one.
Natural one. You'll see people coming and going, as you will. Some people are like being rowdy, a couple are like drunk, kind of wandering their way out. Once or twice you'll hear people yelling a name, and then just people seem to be coming in and out as normal.
Okay.
As you would expect from an inn type location.
Yeah, other than that, I just kind of want to log this location in my brain for later when we come back with Compton.
Mm-hmm. As you're sitting there with your stealth 3, you'll see a person that like is leaving and came back and then left again, sees you across the way sitting as you kind of stick out with your look. Mm-hmm. You see he walks over to you. Hey, you've been sitting here for a while, and no offense, I haven't seen someone like you around in these parts. Kind of giving off a bad vibe here.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
No, it's fine. If you don't mind me asking, do you have business? Are you looking for somewhere to stay? You got business with Gulia?
No, I was just sitting.
All right. Roll me a steps check.
Mm-hmm. 23.
All right. Kind of looks and lingers and stares at you for a moment. Almost seems like he's kind of putting your face to memory, but he just nods. He's like, all right. Just staring for that long. Sometimes it will cause you trouble in these parts, so best to move along.
All right. She'll get up and start heading back.
All right. As you do, you walk back. The guards kind of like looking around you before looking at you. And as soon as you show them the papers, they'll happily let you back in.
About what time is it now?
Okay. Let me do some math. So what did we say? You guys left around 9?
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
And to get back to where you're going, if you don't stop for anything, it's going to be probably close to 3 o'clock to get back to the inn.
Okay. I think I'll head back on the way back. I think I'd also just like to get a new shirt at least.
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah. And you'll be able to find a very well joyous tailor. This guy is very, very well dressed and very flamboyant as you're talking to him. Goes to a shelf in here. Yeah, this one is actually funny because this is Luminous Wondrous Wares with the owner Luminous Willness. Short, curly hair, great-haired man with a well-groomed goatee. He wears a nice vest and trousers and seems to fit for everyday work instead of presentation. Yeah, and whatever you want, he's just like, yes, wonderful. And you'll see his shop is just littered with wall-to-wall everything, mannequins. Set up showing off the wares, clothes everywhere. On top of all the shelving is where he keeps all his materials, and you can see that there seems to be a back room where he does all the work himself.
Great.
Yeah. Are you just looking for like traveler type clothes, fine type clothes?
I think like another set of traveler's clothes that she'll have an extra.
Yep.
And then just like something a little bit nicer just to wear around town.
Okay. Yeah. So you're going to be looking around 2 gold pieces, 2 a little bit finer altogether, traveler. You're going to be looking about 6 gold pieces altogether.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. Easy enough. Stoat, were you back? Nope.
No.
All right. Yeah, easy enough to get back. We will do the retcon afterwards for what Stoat finds.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you would like to do right now?
I think that's it. I think she'd head back to the inn after that.
Wonderful. So we will jump back to Crag and Stoat. I mean Crag and Compton. As you're seeing there, you see the individual holding up the staff, and it is taking its toll. He is sitting there. Is anybody paying attention to him directly or just focusing on the book?
Crag's attention's on the book.
Compton's is on the guy.
Roll me a perception check.
Not ideal. 0.
Okay. It still has the same face as far as you can tell as the time passes. Joyce, Norway will look at you all and go, are you talking? Okay. Holding up the staff, she talks to you all. Well, if you don't mind me asking, is there anything specific that you think you might all find within the book before we take a look?
Compton's going to not. This isn't a sly thing, but I will shoot a glance to Crag and make sure he's like still looking at the book and whatnot. And then I'll kind of lean to Joyce and be like, not 100% really. Like I said, we're kind of on a seek and find mission here. I know that the book is important. We had to go through a degree of hoops to get it back for our employer, but in terms of what's in it specifically, no, we don't. I don't think we got any idea.
All right, no problem. Well, I look forward to find out what we can find in here in the next little while.
What do you know about the book based on the title alone?
This one here, all I know, and let me pull up my notes. Well, it was written by an Adele Frond. It's about a group of children who were born on the moonless night that all showed strange abilities. The book details about their adventures and tribulations and how they all found their respective homes through the world and a family, not through blood, but through friendships. Just a general adventure type story. The only thing why we're interested is one, Durant Finn was interested in it. And his research on the arcane and lost schools of magic has always been very public, has caused him some issues in the past. So we found it interesting that this is the type of book he was interested in. And when we did a little more research into Adele Frond, we found he was quite the recluse, not seen actually much. The book company mostly dealt with mostly everybody when it was being published about 100 years ago.
Interesting. All right. Where was he located actually? Like where was he publishing out of?
You would know it's a smaller. They haven't had many hits ever since the Children of Padilla. Which maybe you know it. The Endless Ink Book Company.
Do I know where that's at?
You can roll me a history check.
15 on the dice, plus 8. 23.
23. You would know that they have a very small area here on Wilfrem, a little bit further, not south, but towards the Golden City of Kadric. But because you rolled so high on your history check, you know that the original publishing company, before everything went bad, was actually from the Republic of Caith.
Fucking figured. Okay, cool. So Compton's starting to do some fucking mental math here, and this dude was a recluse, and in his mind, the tower we're looking for probably belonged to this guy. So he's just keeping that in the brain basket to share with Crag later. Okay, yeah. No, I think I have heard of that, but they weren't from, the continent proper, right? Weren't they out there in Kite initially?
I don't know that myself specifically, but they could have been. Yes.
Yeah,
And
no,
like
I got a couple kids. We do a lot of book reading. Sometimes, you just figure out where things is from when you're looking for more authors and whatnot. So,
Oh, wonderful. Anything you'd like to do, Craig? Craig?
if you're talking, your mic is borked.
Chip, sorry, what?
Are you doing anything?
My whole shit just cut out for a second there. God damn it.
No problem.
He is just like laser focused. Has anything changed through over the course of this at all?
You see that the book has been fluctuating a bit with your detect magic. Roll me a perception check, though. DC on this one is going to be 18.
That's a 15 altogether.
You see, like, the magic fluctuates just for a moment, but you're not able to catch it. As, like, the cacophony of the flames just, like, whirling around this book are throwing you off.
Okay. But he is so incredibly focused. Like, he doesn't even seem to hear any conversation going on.
All right.
Because it's very overwhelming, but he understands that is why he is here, so he's going to do it.
Okay. So are you back?
Yes, I'm back. Sorry, I was moving still.
As you all were searching around the house, just roll me a perception check.
Certainly. Okay, that is an 8.
An 8. You pick up one symbol on it, the one you know that is guild territory. But you don't pick up any others, as far as you can tell.
Okay, all right.
Yep. Going back to the others. The hour passes, and you see the flames start to diminish down. As you see the grip of Petrus starts to diminish upon the staff, and the flames extinguish out from the staff, and Petrus holds it in place. Joyce looks at him. Petrus, please, if you could, grab the book for us and bring it over.
You just went through that whole thing. You gonna make him grab the book? We can go get it.
He will bring it over just in case. We have been informed to make sure that your safety is of the utmost priority by Miss Yoing.
Oh. Well, okay.
As he walks up to the book, Petrus grabs it, opens it up, and as he opens it up, Craig, you will see the book transforms into conjuration magic. Petrus disappears into the book, and it slams shut.
You're fucking shitting me right now.
Oh,
And we'll end the session there.
Yeah.
The book just fucking ate him?
Yep.
Nom, nom, nom.
Okay, so for just like to get the series of events correct, the change happened
As he opened the book.
Okay, good, great. It's fucking sick, cool. But it wasn't showing that before he opened it.
You rolled a really low perception check.
Really low. I was 3 off.
You didn't make the DC for it.
God damn it.
Oh,
The book fucking ate him.
Yep.
God, we're gonna have to give this book to Durant with a dude in it.
I guarantee you there's more than a dude in that fucking book now.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Have you guys been tampering this? No? Why is there a dude in it?
That's a great question.
Who is this dude? Yeah.
I've never seen him before.
Oh my god. Look. All I'm going to say is when she was like, hey, it's a safety thing, I knew this book was going to be fucking trapped. I didn't think it was going to eat a dude. You know what I mean? I wasn't ready for dude eatage.
Fair.
Fuck, man.
One rarely is.
Mel's over here saying sometimes you have a hunger for knowledge, sometimes knowledge has a hunger for you.
True.
Well said. Oh man, I knew that that it was a thing from Kate. I just figured it. Oh, that feels so good. The webs, they're weaving. One more.
I don't.
Y'all should have bought that mongoose. So I'm just saying.
You can go get it.
I'm not. We don't need another animal.
We failed the vibe check with the mongoose.
Yeah.
Someone failed the vibe check. Let's just put that there.
That was just ugh.
Hey,
can we figure out? I want to know what happened to the book.
Hey, everybody. Thanks again for stopping by and watching this silly adventure along the way. Things were done. Successes were had. Failures were had. It's all part of a wonderful adventure. And I look forward to everybody seeing the next leg. If I remember correctly, same normal time next week.
Yep. Saturday.
1st.
At 8 EST, 5 PST, everybody.
Oh man, are we doing it on April Fool's Day? We gotta fool these fools.
April Fools, I show up 30 minutes late and be like, haha, we do have a session.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
Cancel
is it
the day
really
before.
April Fool's next week?
Yeah,
Surely
Went
not.
by fast.
it is.
Surely not.
Surely
really?
is.
Hold on a
That
second.
springtime chicanery.
It is because I know that Friday is the 31st.
Yeah, it is the first.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I feel like I've got a thing here. Where did it go?
You have something to do on April Fool's Day.
I'm trying to find out. Where did it go? Also, so normal schedule. This is an important thing. Normal schedule will be Saturdays, y'all. We do what we can to make adjustments for folks as needed, but we do strive for a normal Saturday schedule. That is our preference. Why can't I see? How do you see your notes for a person?
What?
In Discord. There's a thing I'm trying to
Click
figure
on.
out. You just click on them. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's not it.
Why
That's
are
not how
you
you do
clicking on
it.
folks?
Where are you clicking on folks in all the wrong places? B, did we have a failure? Is today your fucking birthday, B?
Today's my birthday.
Happy
I
birthday.
fucking knew it, y'all. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
like I thought about this earlier and I was like, I couldn't find it to verify it and I didn't want to be wrong. Everybody, today is B's fucking birthday. We played D&D on B's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is
Best
honestly
present.
probably the best gift you can give an individual. However, the best gift that you can get from an individual is having B as your friend.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna
guys,
let
really?
you guys fucking know
For
that.
sure. Yeah. We love it.
Holy hex.
B is top tier.
The best
So-
of us.
I gotta
So-
say, getting to go to the pet shop on my birthday.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Memorable.
Happy birthday, B. Thank you for playing D&D with us. Thank you for playing D&D with us on your birthday.
Yeah.
No, thanks guys for having me. I love you.
You're fucking awesome. Yeah. That's it.
Love
That's all.
having
We
you.
just last announcement I needed to verify before I said it and then just be completely wrong on stream.
Aw, thanks guys.
if nobody else has anything, I guess good night, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye.